who is winning the Clásico over the weekend. Real Madrid against Barcelona. Better still, Barca against Madrid. It's a Barca for no and a home. Yami ya to weekend way and a game way and so to me Barca. Now me patro the tennis in some bebre and a coso. You bet ye two managers and I say two coaches no. One month some two our press conference and I say and ya nonko and some bebre and a Spain. You don't want some more. Liverpool Magic League here, but so then omope any bra omudi ye training omudi be share outside no masa enya sam ketwa kra ye bedi ne ho komo EPL, La Liga, Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, across all the top 5 major European leagues and ho komo yaboa no a right here on this very platform. Yade ba besum ye tie for 10 minutes set this morning. Sir Prince already seated, Flip in Kumsa. And so Atenase Orlando Obetenenka with the local issues. Mr. Wack, a producer for this wonderful show from MCR. Nana Safo Kantanka Saforo Onukutem MCR this morning and yedi show no edeba. Once again, Medin Adi Mano, Mensa Bentum Esa Richardson, Ember Power. Just take and stay with us. It's say we have a lot in stock for you this morning. This very platform. Enti ani antena na yenin komo bebre and so ewo ho. Na me patro de tennis so we foreign news no yebekwa manone no eye time heba mixture womo anaso yesna yede amanone nsomne ba time say e fa no malaria fever nko ade a eduro no eno no time heba mixture etu malaria fever na say general body pains etu ase na chese de bia na so ayi hodu waposo we are went through a time herba mixture. What appetite no aquaform and then winning appetite. Won't me need when you enjoy a drono a time herba mixture. Time H herba mixture no and for your general well-being. A bebwao when your rushes our private partner a drono a time. Herba mixture and you need to be able come and be no etum aye fine. Sir Prince line no aye 0244 417 669 0244 417 669. What from penny for see our line so near to me and waiting come on aye Gentleman Dental Clinic tie na sanenson. So wuntumi nka sumusam wuntumi ansere ewo bedwam ani adeli nyina no aye se wo sen color asesa be confident nemo ade ba kwa beboa no aye confident no aye wo sen enu tire gentleman de sabra na bibia fa wo sen ho no ye hwene mu a bibia e fa wo sen ho sa wo sen no ebu sa wo si etu o pese yensi emfama wonum enka no enkoye anasa o sekala no na ye very white and asesa aye green aye yellow aye as bisa no enkoye uduru yaso ya ye beboa na sa haw ni na no ye tu ase de ama obi ho na de no sam bia onum zigare kakra obi won so nduru ahoto onum nduru no etumi sisan wo sekala oba ye be ye ne aboa na bibia nso etuma yiye bibia fa wo sen no Gentleman Dental yaswe na safata sa oba Kumasi Abrepo Junction behind the Total filling station Techima magazine Quantempona with the quote Jemu Hona Ben Yakra, your 2 branches, Nungwa, any atomic down, would do when now we and not a line sub friend 0559 139 582 0559 139 582 Frey, our Gentleman Dental, not your new como, expert in sciatica, a 21st clinic, yani expert in sciatica, a mountain fee. Sa yadene de ba yache ba ya ne ebo ne etu ase e de amawo memfanto anim sɛ yade bia yɛsa ba de ya bi wo mu pa Ghana fo ne wiase na yinim ye no ɛyɛ sciatica ayaresa de tenie ene sɛ toda asa wo to ase twetwon wo to ase wo no mu ɛde fa wo to ase ɛkɔ kotodwe esane ɛkɔ unantuo ne ate no sɛ problem ba ho a ɛno ene yɛfrɛ sciatica 21st clinic yen ya passe ye be sasai how ni nyina 15 branches across this very country enu echinom Kumasi abehu yen ewehwa overseas junction ye ben Alpha Radio and I said the same building na Sompa TV and the Sompa FM woman no the same building now no and the 21st clinic yes wom Obuase ewo council quarters Call Johnson wa Accra Domi Market wa Sunyan Nkransa and Techima ho nyina wudu abehu yen 0249 311 311 0249 311 311 and that's 0540 311 311 so lines mu bia wo frey ya beto so 3A cold capsules 3A cold capsules enu na ye dura ye hye kokori nyina se wo ni mpedue mu anasa wo de na fifi ni mpedue nani e wo magem ama wo yematim untumi njawo nan wo jawo ne na ye den e de ma o ni nyina no 3A cold capsules Coco master no pe edro we bi nanom na enhye kokori nyina se Kolina Keba, Danny Heba, Misty Heba, Apidank Heba, and what Uka Benya do 20 netu, a banner Fran wa Frey. I was 054 610 7107, and that's 0546 107 107. What fair line mubia, you better so near no team command be straight to my kama, and so ho, Johnny, our platform, and so, one right, Yakwamani, Abbas is here, a bet way, bet influenza. Betway, bet influencer, and no sika, a quanya one was so nay, boys and obeying sika says Sir Prince, sika one home and yasam catwa, Sir Prince and your sika, a betway na, and a boy Nina, and so a dear sika ukrumha, and to betway say, said yes, a fata so we and the says, I am. O bet no wo se bet na woni afoforo anasa dofo ache won so wo slip no ba sa be share code with afoforo woni afoforo share code na simple dia mu bet no betway be ma 4% 4% and a betway from penny 4 and so etema umpewe now pedien Betway bet influencer. Don't forget, set terms and conditions applied here. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Yakwama on your BCCA. Na yaba dia kan nso etuma to aso Johnny ye ewo Facebook no so na yentumi ending command bibia ntumi konanim mehu sa yenua Abbas Zakari wa Johnny wo Facebook no so bra Facebook no so oba na watch ye wo comment Madrid Barcelona when they winning yame ya to a weekend way Madrid and Barca when they winning until Johnny na also only team come or platform na so Inshiraba Tozik what Johnny Inshiraba say fantastic sports show by all standard Abbas Zakari or say good morning to you all for the best sports show keep it up also tenaba na na akuya what Johnny was to travel to Norway Sanso Kodro aye gentle or see we are waiting for you guys or you bought bottom from Nerebehi or say was what Johnny and Timiripem yabeba na chese yedi and when you nan come Mercedes no manukoso emra yakwa menoni aba na saforo so many and die homeless here. na yɛdi nkɔmmɔ matches ahodoɔ ɛba so over the weekend ɛno ɛne yɛde hyɛ aseɛ ɛnɛ tɛ wɔ dwumadi wei so ɛnti mame La Liga no fixers no yɛdi nkɔmmɔ wonim sɛ nyame yɛ adom ɛnɛ tɛ games bebree bɛkɔ so ɛwɔ La Liga no mu mepatɔ deɛ Tens of Valencia ɛbɔ wɔ Estadio Mestalla wɔn ne Hitafe bɔbɔ kuro na ɛpɔ ɔpania ne din ade Adrian Cordero ɔno ana mpanimfoɔ so abɔ ne din so ɔmmɛgya mfimfini hwɛ game no so na biribia nso ntumi nyɛ kam Amin center referee ɛno akyi Celta Vigo ɛnso Sevilla bɔ owura ne din ɛnso ɛde Pablo Gonzalez ɔno bɛwɔ center hwɛ so wɔn na Giro na bɔbɔ kuro no ɛnso ɛbɔ Villarreal Misa ayam Diaz Di Mera ɔno ɛna mpanimfoɔ abɔ ne din so ɔmmɛmɛhwɛ game no so na biribia nso ntumi nyɛ kama ɛbɛkɔ so Estadio ɛyɛ Municipal ɛyɛ Divintilivi ɛhɔ na dwumadɛ no kɔ so wɔn a Real Mallorca ɛnso ɛbɔ Real Valladolid no Mr. One ɛyɛ Polito ɔno nso bɛhwɛ game no so biribia so ɛtumi ayɛ kama ɛnɛ tɛ no mepatɔ Atletico Madrid ɛbɔ Real Sociedad owura ɛfɛ so Jose Sanchez ɔbɛwɔ center hwɛ so these are matches ɛkɔ so ɛnɛ tɛ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Spanish La Liga and yɛte wo nsɛm ahodoɔ no so ɛpa na biribia so tuma kɔ so ɛma owura mfi sɛ Sunday Deportivo Leganés ɛne Espanyol bɔbɔ owura ne Dani Javier ɛyɛ Aberora ɔno na bɛwɔ center hwɛ so wɔn na the biggest game over the weekend ɛkɔ so Barcelona against Real Madrid ɛnyɛ game ketewa masa against wɛ ano bɛyɛ den ano bɛyɛ hye mepatɔ pɛni ne den and Alejandro Hernandez 42 years na penny weati on the ball center game ne so na bibia so to my kama ama refi san na buafono ebeyo grand tell Jose ayan Naranjo ono abewo line 1 line 2 no ayan Mr. Marcos ayan Sudan ono so be line 2 fourth official ayan owura efansa Jose ayan Pendero this and penifo nei okola league na man penifo appoint omo over the weekend so mun koye adwuma na bibia so ntumi nya kama ɛho nkomori bi na Paul so nya sase a yɛde nsama hoto ni na no enso tumi de pa na bibia so tuma yɛ kama na nasafo kantanka mame aye La Liga table no na me ni nkomo na bibia so ntumi nya kama me pa to de tanie ene se bossa bobo konso wɔn na the top of the La Liga table with 79 points Real Madrid bobo kono was 75 points Atletico toso miensa wɔn go 67 points bobo kono general Atletico Bilbao wɔn so 61 points wonim sa Villarreal atoso no 58 points Real Betis bobo kono wɔn so toso nsia and aye La Liga table na ho nkomo wo Paul se no page no so our stories no enso pa na bibia so tuma ye kama wo kwa relegation zone ma bobo kwa ne tin adin UT Las Palmas wɔn mo the relegation zone mo. After 35 matches, one more 32 points. Deportivo Leganés, I got 31 points. Real Valladolid, I got 16 points. And all, and you know, I am come fuapa, and let the story Saudo Pino, when Sabeka with Metewe so, Nana Safo Cantanca, Aya Saforo, Yanko Italian Siriano, Minkonko Italy Komokakra, when him set a honso and no again Baku so, now yet the Rosenaries, Micha the Block. And red Boboko AC Milan, Wamutifia Ball 3, Ama Boboko and Teddy Bologna, Wamutimu Paco, when we saw Santiago Jimenez, on 2 goals, at the AC Milan Bobokono, and watching former Chelsea player and the team, at the Christian Pulisic, on also Bogo, at the AC Milan Club, or my Ricardo, Aya Orsolini, on also a Bogo de my club, Aya Fessa Bologna, and Aya somebody be a Totanetano, the patron logs you, and this Ufe airport that day. David Massa, our center, Stadio Olimpico Rome. I won a game to Macoso, when him said Torino, and so Airport International, Nerazzurri Panamata, and also because so a Stadio Olimpico, Grande di Torino, I won a Jumetane Coso, or Grafensa Federico, a Yellow Lapina, on an Perifor Ponitain, so Yamayatmanetenon. On what center? Also came the Sobian to me so when we saw Napoli de Patanopes, and so Airport Genoa, I was started Diago Armando Maradona. I want to give to Macoso with I am Malco, I am Piccinini, on a small center, so Monday night football. Atalanta Bergamo against AS Roma enya game ketokra no so owura ne Teddy Simone Souza ono anoma politen sa nyame yadoma onko hwe game no so na bibia so ntumi nya kama Saforo yanko Italian Serie A table no yende unkoba kakra na bibia so ntumi nya kama wonim so ukwa Italian Serie A no so aye interesting sense up to this stage Italian Serie A no yenya hunte oje aye Italian Serie A after 35 run of matches aye program into aye 36 matches no still wo table no awo aye TV ne so me pato 77 points Ekoma Napoli Inter Milan 74 points Bobo Kwade Diadi Atalanta Bergamo Ego 68 points Juve Ego 63 points AS Roma Ego 63 points Lazio Ego 62 points Bologna tosu 7 Wamo 62 points AC Milan Etosu 8 and they wamo enso Ego 60 points Fiorentina me bo mutin esasa Fiorentina no So Prince William said this is on Europa League no performance never throw up to the semi-finals and sana wamu sufim ayatopa kwa nika na uko aya relegation zone ma Venezia Empoli aya Monza these are clubs and they wamu so at the relegation zone mo Italian Serie A no ma eto won sama utono at the pana bibia so etuma ye kama me pacha William said top scorer no eko at the aya Matteo Ritigi was 24 goals Italy upon 10 so Moiskin as a 17 Adimola Lukman as a 14 goals and no aya defu upon no quick yanko Germany yanko kwatin ko kakra Germany na bibia so no entumi anko so wonim say over the weekend Germany a hoberde me fanto obi anim say at the Vesta Stadion Werder Bremen Airpo RB Leipzig a game no bad thing ogura ne din at the Boston Dunkirk ono ani apani din so game so wo na Bayern Munich bobo no and so Borussia Mönchengladbach with him so good at the fan I am Jablonski on Nobel Center Leverkusen at the Bay Arena on Borussia Dortmund and Frankfurt and so Boston Pauli and I games that also over the weekend no with him some Mr. Hurricane or no and also goes more 24 goals and watching Saul Guelsi as a 19 goals Patrick Schick on also as a 19 goals and no your dear free Germany and also to Janete yade and some out on Adepa let me be so to my kama na Safo Kantan kama Germany and so Bundesliga on the table no na me do koma kakra with him so Bayern as the top of the Bundesliga already Woman at the league, you know, with best 2 matches a year to go. Woman at the league, you know, just woman now saw 76 points. Leverkusen. Our 68 points. Antoine Frankfurt. Our 56 points. Fred Bobokono. Our 52 points. Borussia Dortmund. Our 51 points. RB Leipzig. Our 50 points. And no, aye and Koma every Germany. And some a total no. And I was so stories out on nano. And partner Bibiasun Atumaya Kama now. Yanko arguably the best league in the whole world. What can they be fu Premier League no? And who and come out nearby near baby our platform can say we so Saforo yanante na bibianso no entum enya kama mami EPL aye matches no nyame ya doma match day 36 na ya hwe ka Sompa TV ne so wo ma mo hwe Facebook no omuwuram na bibianso entum nya kama wonim se enete at the Craving Cottage Bobo Kwale Tande Fulham Everton open and Tande Darren England wadi ayam 29 years penny way 39 years or no and abehwe game no so bibianso tumay kama wonim se Ipswich Town Airport Brentford Mr. Samuel Barrett on the center wo not Southampton Bobo Kono Airport Manchester City. So the battle for the top 4 no is on. City. I was so much home. It sounds so penalty at the team Ayo Robinson on the best game so when now Wolverhampton Wanderers Airport Brighton Hove Piano experience Michael Oliver on the opponent now obey center referee. Me part of Bonman Bobo Kono Airport Aston Villa. O'Brien friends Swat outward on Abewo Center for the 2 years and on Peninsula Tomati when we said the battle for the top 4 no and yeten na Sir Prince mubetima se awo ayam St James Park wo e chance mo kwa way e kobo Newcastle toss of 4 Chelsea toss of 5 our Premier League master game way obia bepreso benya biahwe Chelsea kobo Newcastle the fourth and the fifth position omo ball for the battle for the ayame pato top 4 no ogran the thing ade John Brooks no and the Yaponi din so nko hwe kem ne so the pato Manchester United and West Ham United bobo kon na epo na we referee of Australia but were registered under the EPL and also Premier League no Chelsea so tibi ogran the thing ade Gerald Ayam Gillett from Australia 38 years and on Esha came in so Nottingham Forest Leicester City Mr. Tony Harrington on our center Tottenham Hotspur Crystal Palace Christopher Kavanagh Wamra Liverpool game way ano be de Liverpool Arsenal aye game be koso ene Nyankopon ya doma ya datena ana no so betuma koso Anthony Taylor ono anebe center na bo for bebre enso ko born 46 years old Anthony Taylor ono ana ehwe game no so na me fanto obi ansa from Manchester Chrome ho ono na ehwe so Arsenal so players wey obi anya available with Mr. Harvard Mbai Gabriel Magalhaes enso Mbai Gabriel Jesus enso ni ho Takehiro Tomiyasu. These are players and then Omina Obianya available from the camp of Arsenal. And here they told no the part of Mo Salah. European on an answer goes more. What I say 28 goals and what say a son says so called La Liga na one more top scorer. Ayo opinion at the Robert Lewandowski was 25 goals. Who call Italian Serie A now. I'm also top scorer. I am Matteo Ritigi. And also as a 24 goals. Who call Bundesliga top scorer. I am Hurricane. Was 24 goals. Premier League no Mo Salah. On a goals more. 28 goals I just across the top 5 major European leagues in no Ogranity and so at a Mohamed Salah as goals more. Number 2 Alexander Isak. Our Premier League no more was 23 goals. Ali Haaland as 21 goals. Chris Wood as 19 goals. And no defu up no Saforu mami EPL table no na minim komo na afia yen team room was stories out to Liverpool still leading the Premier League table with 82 points. Also 67 points. Manchester City 64, Newcastle 63, Chelsea 63, Nottingham Forest 61, Aston Villa 60 points, Bournemouth 53, Brentford 52, Brighton 52, Fulham 51, Crystal Palace 46, Wolverhampton 41, Everton 39. Me bobo list when you na Esansa United and the team and the Spurs ya body ni sa yenru omoso afini edru omoso Manchester fono Mose Safo our Manchester na Saforu Manchester etosu 15 39 points Tottenham Hotspur 16 38 points interesting and no aye dey free EPL no full table no and at platform no so net yedin komo na bibia so tum akoso kama nso ho and no so beton wo platform no so na yeso atumatin komo net yi na bibia so atuma ye kama afi ye tuewuram na ye kwakodin komo kama stories awuto yen sakutem our foreign news no but opa ye platform no so na wama yato nka bebia wo utre wudina na wama yato nka na afi bibia so atuma koso enti yenwuram na nkonkotin komo na bibia so entumi koso wamra Facebook ne so mehu se nimpa bebre tani ko mamo muina mabo Facebook platform ne so enete no mo share page no like it for comment ne to na entumi interact na bibia so entumi konanim enete enso ho me patro de tanie wamra yewuram near the stories awuto na dia pa no safo yes in order na bibia so etumi kama ho mami Gary Neville akasa na former United player no former United captain Gary Neville say nay when him say oye owner Adama Salford City Boboko no opening so the two obianum say we intend to appoint a new CEO with a full authority to run this football club on behalf of the new ownership yente aye ogran Teddy Gary Neville ne samne bi nto aso ntem.
I'll go to the meetings that I need to on the ground to make
Inti ano aye Gary Neville and some of the tuja nenete yade san sama hodoni na so ateme yetie for still life on Sompa 93.1 Sompa television so again Sompa 93.1 on Facebook and so ne yatumi editing komo na bibia so tuma so enti braso ne yanim komo comment na tohwa na ya boss me hu kwesi alonso mo so mabaso se empa more fire with emojis of fire and so to so come on and so platform na so me hu very ma owusu ansa won so say or say Esibe David wo buy an betting course bebre and won so dia to wo say Saturday and Sunday betway bookings won so eno na obabe ye adwuma wo platform na so enti be bia wo bia me yento nka wo say powers more fire Danny Coleman won so all the way from Kenya say platform na so to na wo so yendin komane yanku ye ni me patcho mama wura ne ten and so ate we ye Vincent Company man Vincent Company picture no na mentino komo kakra company so the two bianim say at Bayern or ye 39 years but Bayern abako say no youngest manager samapa Magic Bundesliga no we Vincent Company ababeto so miensa the youngest to have won the Bundesliga well Bayern abako no ayo opinion thing and so at the Udo Lottek 34 years by Obaji Bundesliga on the first season and what you know run the Teddy Julian Nagelsmann on also by not just a bibia koso Julian Nagelsmann no 34 Udo Lottek no 37 on also Baji Vincent Company in the first season or Babaji with a pine bobo kono age 39 are you interesting therefore so to trend day and you go side in some out no e jan anya so ya dem yetie for e go to mete we so me pa to me kon sambu from tentem na me kwakotin komo mam opinion thing and so mam Antonio Conte picture no Conte winim say reporter min second year and it's Antonio Conte ayata bobo kwa ne Napoli and now Juve betim komo Juventus yes wo mo beko no contacting aye owura ne tani Conte ani me team no mpanifo no ma hwehwe Antonio Conte betima pa na e sansam per report no e call for the Chelsea Champions League experience manager and omo pe eye manager owo European experience na e bonus na just already e got two no oni sa adeni bebre head to head no what need to talk anything ade Antonio Conte per reporter mean second no at a Juve ebe call for Antonio Conte and again somebody so to trend no but and be happen at the end of the season to extend say we no already thing at the Orero de Laurentiis and so better setting komo no more say opinion no we betum enya no amanaba ebe be ditwuma and so to me dia mo na and so somebody be so to twa and that egu so I didn't some out no enyina ade me yetie for life on Sompa 93 0.1 na bibia so tuma ye kama menko owura ne tin enso ade Karim Benzema man Benzema picture na menhwe say metumi akasa kakra ade afa Benzema ho a wonim say enra na betotwa say Karim Benzema might leave the Saudi Pro League na ordinary atwem ewo eye Major League Soccer mu MLS no wakwakohwe say eho enyo betuma akoye kama enso atumi ediama na say reporter mean say kanye and say when say yes we fa lawyer sa lawyer no and ehwe edi ni visa ho dwumani nyina and so etumi etama no owura ne din lawyer Michael Wilders ono ani nimpa Benzema and so a contact na ohwe no wedi sa dwumani nyina come and so etumi diama no Major League Soccer or call Los Angeles Galaxies ehwo any reporter mean say ka next destination for Karim Benzema reported a confederate Chelsea already negotiations say aye far advanced and no aye somebody be so free wapa and that no pan you say den some out no at the MET for life on Sompa 93.1 me konsamfu from na be bia so tuma so me ko pan bobo kuna so kakran san komo when himself said I mean second year when himself Bayern recently won 3 Bundesliga games in a row against a Borussia Mönchengladbach over the weekend woman Bayern at the league already but to make the party more interesting no ayetanya nyame yaduma enetei I was almost to me when he came no let me be to me koso me fan to obianim say no other club have beaten Bayern in the Bundesliga as often as the Borussia. There is no team over Germany was buying more than any was buying in the Bundesliga more a team your first Mönchengladbach 28 times and on my show more and simple on between outside pine bobo so party no and I am command so fu up and then you so I didn't somehow turning at the MA4 I will platform kase we so me da so buying any Borussia Mönchengladbach and so I cancel them all what's some Mönchengladbach lost a year have gone 5 consecutive games without win and no I dear hard train when we lost 5 games I'm up on woman dim kunim back okra draw 2 Oma lusu miensa but omo etumi ene temanete ade ban the ball yame ya do enete dia ne be hia call and so etumi dia mo weekend and ayensem ene so totwa no ma me Thomas Muller picture na me di Thomas Muller hon komo kakra dia tane so Thomas Muller and na ebe the last game wey the last game obepo e wo Alliance Arena ho na and some baby that Thomas Muller no in penny for a planet a proper party and so to me the amount party any car let me be answered to my cosmete saying yami ya do and that day I am short cave and also short cave no one more buy a party ho we no a choreography not just on besa no mo sa no mo dada mo ase asano penda ho ya tre ediamo mo asa nwan usisi kakra choreography be koso na mo buy ediamo ase boy no enso animunyam emo enu emfi say at 10 p.m. there will be a party around with nimpa 200 guests and I invite them for Thomas Muller and so party no ni na eka part of the program o ma ye ediamo boy no efa ne send off ho and they ne dwumedi obedi ye and so the my club up and awie ye and my remfi 750 games and that's so book game ni be the man buying na obvious so be 750th game and all people ediamo pine bobo kuna ye interesting in the history of the Bundesliga there's no player more games than Thomas Muller for a single club in the Bundesliga history. And to Thomas Muller way or a big legend. And so Adama Pine Bobo Kuna no yes man so to no. Me that's what Pine Munchen Bobo Kuna say yeah. Report I mean second year and it's a Pine 4 and the BMW from penny fono Edim Koma Aquatre Wamo and a Bayomo Nest Automobile a year partners and so na Damitini and it's a best started 2029 a sounds a buying a contract with Audi company Audi Fono no more contract as our contract in Bewu a year 2029 and I am so many so total and that day you go said in some out turning now at the panel be so to my kama afi min so enfu and consume from 10 let me be so to enkonim me part so urem e won some from a year bobo quite Liverpool we part man run the day and the slot ni video no press conference no na me di nkoma kakra according to Anna Slot or see game way gomo ehia mo pa eye bobo kwa ne din enso de ayem we eye bobo kwa yefansa Arsenal womo na game way ehia mo pa yente on the slot and some of the tuja e fa sa game eba so nyankopon yadoma over the weekend yente no
predict, but I think both teams look forward to play this game. But it's difficult to predict if, okay, maybe there's a little bit at stake for Arsenal because they will qualify for Champions League, but I assume they prefer and then end up 3 or 4. For us, we can only end as a number 1.
Okay, and no, around the day, and so at the on a slot in summer or the R2 Ejano, afi min come in next video, ni nim come kakra. When Mr. Tottenham Hotspur Bobo Konim penny phone so our plan is saying Yankopon Yatuma, a game way, and not betuma Basono. The part on penny for some infant to be any sir, you will for Europa League final, no, one more by a live screening, and so our Tottenham Momo Stadium or Nasa live screening number, you know. Oh, Bano Baba game in Libya, Europa League, or Musubeyi, our Spurs, when we stadium hall, and to moment to Manco, a Bilbao and Conco Shabino, Manchester United Spurs, Mombra Omoho, Namomemesha Saken Senebi, reporting a cost of a confirmation from Spurs Bobo Konasre, or Musi our thoughts, £100 nkura no enso ye £5 eye simple and eye nsema so todwa entertain no wonim say Tony Cruz and Nico Martinez and Pau Kubasi wo mo partner mo ye better than eye Ronald Araujo esansa but they are not fast they say Ronald Araujo you fast but ono so partner mu bia and ya there entwa nyanika eno enso owura de Tony Cruz and somebody todwa entertain so no afi mam Lamine Yamal guess no surprise adewe eye afuto edemo bia Lamine Yamal eko restaurant kodidi na ono na danfo ba ko na ekoye wo mudidi wie na mo pia bonten no map pictures dodo wo mo problem na twan picture anaso on video ma hwe Sompa TV ne so Lamine Yamal ana chese wo mo amano phone say masa twa picture guess no na all twa mo picture na o ye video ndem omo no ana abaya ba ko no e walk ba nanim ana obisa nsa asa wanim so bia menim no wo ye hwan by Lamine Yamal monidi or see a friend Ryan yentie sound no gwamra video no enso abo yentie kakra
Ryan. Why?
What's your name?
Ryan.
And in reality,
Ryan. Why?
what's your name?
Ryan.
And in reality,
Ryan. Why?
what's your name?
Ryan.
And in reality.
eno eye Lamine Yamal en sama odi tuja enso eno no ne eguside won sama hoto de me yetiefo Mikel Arteta and Liverpool faba so or see we give Liverpool the guard of honor they deserve it they are the best club in England this year adwuma na o na no den obian to me and contest that they are the best club in England this season and you run so somebody to try and no we me say enra ye no Filippo ebe ma update kakra e de fa bobo kwanitin enso e de Real Madrid coach first Don Carlo Ancelotti ho me patro Don Carlo Ancelotti say the free na so ya banie and say so wurem ho at the end of the Clasico you likely say adwuma no ebeba na wie titru say ban say wentum anwini game no against Barcelona if Madrid anwini game no nyame ya adoma weekend we ya ebe puti Real Madrid in a strong contention to win the La Liga but ban say so mu lusu pe ombe pam no by Monday no much an kwan and no yen so many so todwa no ntimi mfanto obia nim se nkomo no go so ekoso between Don Carlo and Omaya and Teddy Preso for so omra meja tuma enfamo mo and ngan so many so todwa mama kura ne din enso ade Gerald Hoto sha kura na 19 years we say Madrid for chasing Gerald Hoto no oye one player Madrid for e feeling no acha so wetin come discussions no aye far advance and anso nkomo bi enso afu opa now munko opinion ne tin and so at Mikel Arteta Sir Prince when Mr. Arteta that should be Oginia say outside were the best team in the Champions League this season or say 100% Yintino
as an Arsenal manager one of the saddest but one of the most proudest moments that I had as an Arsenal manager for many obvious reasons.
And in terms of your assessment after the match, you suggested that Arsenal were and that Arsenal have been the best side in the Champions League this season. Do you stand by that assessment?
100%. I'm watching it back. I'm watching all the stats. Obviously, we have the best stats and the best goal difference in the semi-final. So it's very clear. But it's not about the winning probability or what you merit. It's actually making it happen and making it count. Because when you look at the important stats that normally give you the best platform to win football matches, it's crystal clear who was better.
So what needs to happen next season to ensure that you can make it happen?
Well, I think if we raise the probability even more, I mean, instead of 5 expected goals against 3, is
and no owura de ade Mikel Arteta or say wa share season inside o mu free mu nyina no de bia o hwe Arsenal games no o hwe performance no passes no and bibia numbers no bibia dia dance so Arsenal were the best team in the Champions League o mu free mu nyina oguso etidi but o say the proudest moment e what na brabomu but essentially the saddest day on so e what the AC ye e what honomo mami Liverpool train na muguso amoye ye Liverpool debe na mope se match Premier League na wie Champions League montumi ankwankwaje ba hwe Liverpool tro na mo ye ani bre no anyasam ketokra hwe mo sala ba bia oja no otai short ani ade anyasam ketokra Liverpool wo mo gire sam anano ata mo gama mo poye no eno man so dan koye ye so penia ne dedi ana slot e dia tutwa e dia to place ni nanim so owo so mo sha Arsenal so man tuma sha Arsenal no won bo e the best of footballer nkofo be yo modwen say as a game we no wo ma je wienti no as o ma ye slow kakra as o ma je wienti no mo di game ni ti akro e basa the integrity of the competition no and so abafom enti diese fata bia no awo so mo sha Arsenal Liverpool for ye ni pabon for and ayenso mani so to dwenetei ayagu so eden sama utum adem ye tie for mam Alexis McAllister wonim sa player no say Damien Saka no so no and ye Liverpool player of the month of April ya bona baso wakasa hwe video no performance alternative and so the month of April a super player and ayenso mani so to dwa and that ayagu so eden sama utoni na no ade pona bibia so tuma ye kama afi Saforo yenko Claude Makelele former Chelsea player former France player former Real Madrid player Claude Makelele so na downfall ane ogran de Roman Abramovich na wakan sambebre yente opinion no
bring all the best players in this team. Maybe one time we have conversation, you're thinking Ronaldo he can't come, you're thinking Zidane can't come. I tell him it's not like this football, he can bring also players. And see that call my teammate Roberto Carlos, I think hey, you won't come because the boss but I don't want to be in trouble, you know, because I live Real Madrid in trouble, but his passion he wants everyone. He wants to be successful for his project. He wants to win trophy. He's dreaming all the time. Every day is rehearsal, eating. Wow. We'll be surprised, you know. And they want that some guy.
And no, you run it to Claude Makelele, some other two eja and no, sir, opinion of fans Roman Abramovich in a parcel for the game, no, or match, and we are number one, or can't you 3 years, sir, run a day, I did Roman Abramovich, only send down for pardon, now, Omoko fan free Madrid, the buyer, no, Debia opinion be Shallow Busano, said, do you think, sir, Roberto Carlos, Betmabana, Webusan Sadiano, Webusan, sir, David Beckham, what did you say, you bet me, David Beckham? Ya kwa yebenya no Ronaldo usha je kwa yebetuma Ronaldo ani ate enti na as opeso build a team bia Europe abonten so nyina no eno na be the best in Europe abonten so that was the ambition from opinion the day at the Roman Abramovich Claude Makelele as somebody to channel no also opinion no so person opeda team bia we are singing na obi abeja to say Chelsea na the best okra that ambition no eno ayensoma so todwa and that egu so ade sansama no adem ye tie for na se de ten se me se kan so Portugal Portugal abonten so a boy ya defense Victor Jokeris no e likely say Arsenal e be kokofa no when me say boy no so far this season showing numbers 52 goals ya dia 15 assists and akura no atuma ye adem boboko Sporting CP and ye tie to no 99 appearances awaye adem club in since Johnny 10 2023 no was 95 goals were provided 27 assists and here Victor Jokeris the free on so total but another report Second and it's Arsenal have agreed in principle for player defense Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Yes, Arsenal for now jatum say ne omunkonkwe negotiation omunkoya dabraka godo anateso ana fakaka kauni adebia womukwa no mu trigger the release clause of the boy 51 million euros a release clause 51 million pounds release clause no ombekwa kotrega no matumenya na bibia so tumakoso enno ye peja ye mu pe ana story ne babonte confirm Xabi Alonso to Real Madrid Ebeya confirm na ahead of Leverkusen game ebaso over the weekend no when him say Alonso confirm de maye yentie ni nsem bi yenhwe the confirmation Xabi Alonso ni departure from Leverkusen Saforo mamsa video no ni yentie na afi yentoaso.
It's good that we can let you know that this week the club and I we have agreed that these 2 games are going to be my last 2 games as Bayer Leverkusen coach. We have been talking during this week that it's always about the momentum, and now is the right moment to announce it. because we have always had this good communication. This.
Nana Safo eno no na mami next one no osimra no all catch players no all catch take penifo no na akwakwa emotional as a big bomania no muso na akwakwa ya rosam say we develop that sort of a bond between ono and nkrofo no omoye adwuma obey arena ho me kire ya Leverkusen so ye yenti eno so some of the two no.
Okay, this morning with the players, with the staff, with so many people that has helped me during this unbelievable, fantastic 3 years. And now it's the moment to share it as well with on Sunday, especially with.
No, owura no so ensama odi atu edwa ene day anopa na yugo so ayede nsam no ade emeyetiefo emawrem fisa so wurem ewo Real Betis boboko na so ya Sir Prince mama yenhwe Betis omukoduru ye no supporters nimpanie thousands of people ni na Sir Betis final omakonintira enu ani hwe nimpa amuguo we ye stadium ho omo sheda ebebo edompem ewo stadium ho say players nimra no omo kwaba enti ubehu Anthony ubehu Isco players ni nyina and technical team hwe nimpa no omugu stadium ho enya som keto na no ana ogura ne din enso e di Angel Haru onu yes ayem president adema Betis boboko no penin dia to powers anim sa say adwuma na moja no omo mpeso na season Betis besan so atiaba form say womo komanim sa competition wey aye conference league womo finals no na season so mbeko finals anya conference league bia UEFA Europa League and also the Champions League no bebo na season omo say omo tumi komanim na chese project no womo build omo so ejama na konanim ano aye Betis president owura ne den enso e the Angel aye Haru and some other two powers and no peninsula mfanjo bia say the best business amaye no surprise where they say okra obetima ka womra coach no president ni nyansa nkasa ye or say the best business no Anthony signing no the very best business club no and so tuma ye or say Manchester Frey omubusa mo say mo pe Anthony mo can say yes no as Manchester for as a BB so as a BB dauso a problem and as a yare be dauso according to a president no as a yare so now Pedro na we to as open tam kra yi sa ha no de free ho enti United for no as a negotiation kra no wo mu na tua salary ni nyina ketwa bi na Betis etua e de asoso e de ama Anthony na enei o say wo mu kwa round table discussion no makwa ko bi some penny for say Anthony no betumi asanso nya no 1 more year na wasanso atwaso abolon adi ama club no eno aya Mr. Angel Hario and some of the ato aya powers enum na na tayegu so a ya de sansama auto ni no edi me etie for life on Sompa na for scientific for no dia muka and say the dry fan say Donek Herba Mixture no adi abe dwama so Donek Herba Mixture aya dwon wa so memma ni na edro no Azuka mo edura se omo no no bas ni nyina edro we ye lawyer ye chatutu kata ono a enedi mema ni nyina enso asam edema omo enti Azuka na endorse wenchen hadema me say edro we enya asam ketokra premature ejaculation beto so erectile dysfunction ebusu your immune system treat waste pains usisi ya we wedro Donek Herba Mixture improve your brain function na chese adweno obi ho ye adwuma kakra bia na so why shred up I say na adwen abre unye duro we bia obedwen sisu kama enu akire sanso boa for a proper blood circulation boa ma moja no etumi edi afurusane yie wonim se nimpa moja no ntumi edi afurusane yie a ubetumi nye stroke enu ye number 1 number 2 Sir Prince wonim say mema bebira omo be mawu no because of say moja no ntumi edi afurusane yie esanse se be ma no ebetumi peja emu aye den a wo say moja tumi eba ewura be ma no mu ntumi amba nwura mu a obema no bewu memfanto anim se dodo na ommo wurawu no etia se moja ntumi mmo eni afurusan ntumi mbo enwura wo mu to no mu anasa ommo wure no se ntumi amba enwura ho pe wo hyehwu a emia bebere a ommo wure bewu esanse moja ntumi mmo enwura ho enti eye simple na donek se edro we wonum a eboawo emamoja edia fusane ye enso woni padua no mu herbal shop bia obewure mu no pharmacy bia obewure mu no unsa beka eye donek herbal mixture Diamond Scientific Research and Alternative Medicine Hospital from penny for ediaba eye 0246 727 677 0246 727 677 eno anaye number obetumi afreye esiso na bibia so etuma ye kama Yas toothpaste enso aba eye aportion wo maso a ye de poyesen ye de twidi yesen ma ye numu nka no enso etuma ye nika me so wada se ba bia wo bia no sa wo se ebeye white ebeye kama enso dia mo no obia dwatuma wadro e wo se wo de twu se no eye Yas toothpaste enkoka se me paste ka se edin no Yas toothpaste baby wo bia no ye wo flavors awodo ebi ye kokko ebi ye green ebi ye blue ebi ye white the color bia opa bia no unsabeka brush enso ho pepper papa brush ni bi wo wo twi wo sia ba 3 days pe na no afu ayesa sapa no na ye tantantan ba Yas dia no ye wo de emre kama ye wo de eye hard a chese ni nyina no obenya bia to enkura de enso wom enti kope Yas brand of product ni bi fa kofie kwa yusu na enyanika da bia wo bia no eduro no Yas toothpaste dropping raw bank eto nsafrew na dropping from penny for say bibia efa banking edwadie ho no ye number 1 eyo obapa loan scheme no obapa loan scheme ni de ye ni ene se oba baji loan eja tre watwumem na etoda bi a bank for no ebi e kansem bi emoma obi bepa loan no yetumi busa wo se wo sika de account mu me wo sika de mu a anka me nsa mepa busia dropping for say munhia initial deposit enu kwansa wo sika de account mu ansa ye be ma loan enu kwansa wo twa bi say commitment fee. There's no commitment fee and so ho ni nyina chi unsanso ehia guarantor but on that one no there is a condition and term to be applied and no one the interest rate and so the form part is achechede nante no umpe we na upedien and no dwaben raw bank ye won kra beto bebre ewo kumase anasa asantimontem ha adwoso bonre dwaben etimetim onwe Roman Hill magazine sepetimpom fumeswa adehweman baby obewura bia no ubehu ye branch wo ho frey 0208 521 668 0208 521 668 eno na ye na ma obefrey wo so na ye din komo na bibia so etuma ye kama Sir Prince enya atena se sanso na Philip Nkumsa Filippo ono so ewo ha Mr. Work emiemien phone so teta za utumu se oye adwuma nyina no na one guest so chat kakra na bibia so etum aye kama Sir Prince bibia e bokode e
Praise Nyankopo adom
e de Nyankopo ase
we dey aso ahwe work phone no so no waka no se unza me fa na ncha na me
na so obi chat ya
oh yeah
o say
man te de o ka mi fi no
ano yo ya we you safura no
say free MC a ho na ba man te de o ka se me fa work ncha na betna nti unza ofo obi ncha de ado na phone so nti na me ho ase ba bi ate na ohun se o chat no
my psychology kakra
nti u hwe ne reaction ohun se
nti
because o chat kakra no wasere
o hwe ne body language o hwe ne facial expression na utumu se
do si stress
I love you name nti utumu se
man ne ho aka no pay
Paul Mr. Walking
yes
so Prince bibia fine
bibia fine
bibia fine
na Paul minim say this weekend no wa adwan ba so a oh the kind of games e course in Europe the kind of big games are air course in
Arsenal, Liverpool
oh yeah and across Europe across Europe for me
Madrid, Barcelona
yeah across Europe
Atlanta, Bergamo,
Roma air course na frankly speaking for me the way na ma fatos ni enhwa ade bi kitwa bi so call EPL Serie A League 1 Bundesliga the Portuguese league uko the Dutch Eredivisie na baby abefa bia no big game ewo ho no ma ekoso say leagues no ebe ndi ano no and it do this stage now such games they are very very crucial it is a safo 8 me dey atoso amaya hwa uko La Liga ni mu a one big game because so this weekend will be any was on the El Clasico na Basono. In the English Premier League, Liverpool and Arsenal. Though Liverpool are J-League na we, but we all know, say playing against Arsenal, no matter what is at stake, Liverpool will try to, have a win in NTN or the Atos have a win in this game. You be Ramusa game, no. Lazio and Juventus game, no. And let's not forget, these two teams need no be a pair. UEFA Champions League qualification, any European qualification.
Big games across Europe.
Yes, and Mashada the Atos,
okay.
Liverpool in Super Bowl, Dortmund. Newcastle and Chelsea, Atlanta and Roma, AS Monaco, Lyon, Lyon, or more on the verge, and Oko Ligue 1 Mukrana from the second position to the seventh position will be at mid second, Emmanuel. And yes, will be at me qualify to the Champions League. Will be at mid second, Emmanuel. So it tells you say competition at Honors where day, Monaco Lyon Bebo, find out any PSV Bebo, and then Benfica and Sunday Sporting. One big game and Super Cosu Portugal. Until this weekend, they will pay baby Abefabia and Jan Musa.
Ubenya game any
games throughout the weekend and Ebecoso.
Okay.
Now, my share same free English Premier League in me interest to be rug games nim kakana evia ya stories no so kakra their film. So called English Premier League ni mo pause just like I said. Premier League ni mo den. And stage na edru no. Uye team baby, ujina sesi no. You always be thinking about having a win in every game be abebo. Bournemouth any Aston Villa bebo game. Bournemouth any Aston Villa bebo game. And the last time I was saying something about Aston Villa, or coach prepare friend Una Emery. Oberamo Aston Villa no. In the past years, Wama Aston Villa abe one of the top teams England always when you are talking about or more qualify for the UEFA Champions League no be can be. Competing with Aston Villa in European air tournaments because already at this particular season now, you hear how Aston Villa is air dominant in the UEFA Champions League. You can't the top 8, no more can be in the group stages. Amoka hono near a certain Manchester City, Bayern Munich more, the likes of Paris Saint-Germain, more Real Madrid, more normally outside the top 8. Telling you how or the Aston Villa team to compete here. And one more baby a household name right now. English Premier League team biana ne koba no osurechiri and we players nso a wa for more all bond or together. Look at the partnership of Abrante FN Ezra Konsa and Abrante FN Paul Torres wetro time yenya Abrante FN Diego Carlos ne Tyrone Mings mo say omo ye on and off with injuries no be him say commercial be break it down but we team anya a perfect partnership in the shape of Paul Torres and then Abrante your friend Ezra Konsa ama along the line kwan Ezra Konsa I get a call up into the English national team. So I Matikasha so I one of the best right backs I've been in the English Premier League. Though say ni Dine Kutani ni surunti ya money din bebre. But oko mo left back so Lucas Digne no be him say wabon the ball na wi. But oba Aston Villa no wetimi make sure so be revive on the career and then Abrante friend Ian Martin of Chelsea so amokofa no. Also so elbow game ni. You go to their midfield. Abrante friend Onana or Honum, Ubenya Kamara, and then one of the best midfielders in the English Premier League this particular season. Abrante friend Yuri Tielemans, the Belgian international, and we had the kind of game Abo Edama Aston Villa this particular season. It tells you how our see improve at this particular boy. And time or Leicester no, the performance was a potential, but right now was establishing the name as one of the best midfielders English Premier Leagues ni ebitimienya. So it tells you how Papa friend Una Emery Obon home then and no help nanim honum so Abrante friend Marcus Rashford by any injuries na ha na no be any so was revive the career na wi. Because we had the kind of performance and all them Marco Asensio mo Morgan Rogers Jacob Ramsey mo these are players if you mention their names omuni that high cloud like Kevin De Bruyne mo Mohamed Salah mo ekutani bi but then if you mention their names you clearly know say these are players omobo omohomoden and playing against Bournemouth no they know say they have everything to go in for because omulusu and game no against Bournemouth though they are going away but then they will be giving that nod to Chelsea, Newcastle, and then Nottingham Forest, Man City, Arsenal, also Omuntimi, and take that kind of sport. No, they will go UEFA Champions League. No, and the Aston Villa will go into this game with all guns blazing. But on the other side, Anthony Raoul and Sutifie no open the game and let's not forget, almost also you're very much aware. Anthony Raoul and then the Bournemouth team, you're very much aware. Say they have a chance to qualify to Europe next season. they have a chance so make me qualify to Europe next season. So it tells you say almost so everything to play for into the next game and I say weekend with Bournemouth and Aston Villa game no a better one to watch out for. Newcastle and Chelsea in Super Bowl, and let's not forget. So I had the English Premier League, the way I tie next year now. Chelsea and NSC the last time I was telling you some more games now can air deep because all against Newcastle. Let's not forget we are or Manchester United and some of the last game against Nottingham Forest and so Newcastle on the April the top 5 anymore for Europa Champions League sport. Oh, they are not one man. On the Manchester United, we all know say Manchester United in the English Premier League or man perform or more perform better in the Europa League, but in the English Premier League, no, or more performance no form. But then would Manchester United sit down and watch Chelsea score them and always it's a big game. Whether United form no was run any so it is going to be very difficult for Chelsea, especially against Manchester United. And the last game will be against Nottingham Forest. Can you bang your hopes on it? Say Chelsea, a bit me we need that game with can say full assurance and no. So for me, I believe say Chelsea Newcastle game we on Bono. Now we know say Newcastle, so there is nothing for them to compete in, with the exception of qualifying for the UEFA Champions League. Into a month no sitting at home, it will be very difficult for them to. But they know say they have to go into this game or may go into this game to win the game. And right now we've seen Anthony Gordon our back, the likes of Lewis Hall, any honum, but the Lewis Hall any honum no. There's a certain Tino Livramento, Utimba the left back, so clearly you feel say they will also have their full arsenals with the exception of Lewis or any Abrantia, your friend Joe Linton. So Chelsea, any Newcastle game, frankly speaking, you would have to, calm down. Newcastle, on off kaka in such big games, no. You cannot bang your hopes on them. And over Chelsea, so recent games, no more bona. They are showing clearly. So Omo person won't qualify to the UEFA Champions League. And I say, Omo person won't show said they are one of the big names England. So in that game, they're very, very difficult. Liverpool and Arsenal game, I believe say Arsenal must win. Arsenal must win because Liverpool already they are crowned the champions. And I don't think say they will go into this game because right now no crowd any genuine mumu bebre. This is a team and Mumu said they wouldn't be going into this game. So book game for anything. And Arsenal right now, they know said they are out of the UEFA Champions League. And those so they are sitting in a comfortable place. Premier League table so. But let's not forget, so we know more games now they will be handling over that position to teams they watch because Nottingham Forest. They know so we know more games now there's a chance for them to qualify. Chelsea knows this. Newcastle knows this. Manchester City knows this. And to Arsenal, they have this chance. So we know more game way against Liverpool. So a better result, sir. Let's not forget their next game will be against Newcastle. Difficult one. And then the last game, and Sekakra against Southampton. So for me, I think say Arsenal, they know very well say a win or draw in this game will be the best option for them. Not a lose. So for me, I think say in this game, Liverpool will be playing at Anfield, but there's nothing at stake for them. And I feel say they'll just be playing for pride. And I don't think that pride will be enough. And I said that kind of mentality will be enough. Say Liverpool ever win this game against Arsenal. So in this game, I will tip my head down for Bobuko from Arsenal to at least have a win or draw. At least have a win or draw. Though it's a big game. Now, you've got the biggest game. And I think a lot of El Clasicos now also this particular season. This is going to be the 4th El Clasico. May club friendly snare bar Sunday men fan kahu. Almost Real Madrid by 2-1. Men fan kahu. I'm talking about the proper El Clasicos now kosono. Makuma. And in all these 3 games, no, we all know say Barcelona has come out on top. Out of the 3 games, Omache goes Makuma 12 against Madrid. And Madrid has just 4 goals. Telling you say Barcelona this particular season at the Monza out of Real Madrid so. And out of the El Clasicos no mabo nana, I feel amafo bebrebe hu say Copa del Rey final no and the biggest out of them all. It is true because there was a cap on it. Awa obehye no o we need the Copa del Rey no trophy ne dey see una so. But DB. Now Barcelona were thinking of a treble. Copa del Rey no magic. The La Liga is still at stake for them. Free in the Champions League. And looking at how move free, and all the kind of games that Barcelona for boy proud to omu UEFA Champions League game omu kobo ya omu free mu na. Clearly it tells you say Barcelona team no, they are very much exhausted. They are very, very much exhausted, and this particular El Clasico will be the biggest one. That is why that is what I feel, because Omaje Copa del Rey do, and just like I said, trophies is so. But over Barcelona, baby, Omujina say na if they lose this game against Real Madrid, believe you me, it will be very difficult for them. So make me UEFA La Liga and this year, because let's not forget, omo La Liga games they were omo na Espanyol game. On any day, a big game. Whether Espanyol or form and also uniform, especially Espanyol say Bufi, and let's not forget almost an athletic club about our game. So it is clearly telling you, say Barcelona for baby omujinano. Senke ya de say bia nke UEFA Champions League no omugusuom omu eliminate Inter Milan and bema omu ra na kosro. But they got eliminated and you clearly saw yes, omu emotions on the field. Rafinha, Esu, Gerard Martin, they were praying down. You see how it is. And with that air said, no more machines near the tone channel. Let's not forget, say, Omasa is very much exhausted. Teams they drag you 120 minutes. Omamba 120 minutes about 2 times. And it tells you the game Omamba 120 minutes no, especially against Leganes. Look at how our Leganes were a drainy Barcelona team no. So clearly you feel say Barcelona baby omujina no exhaustion ewom players ni be especially omo me say out Jules Koundé ayehu in games omo boss say Jules Koundé absence na ha omo Robert Lewandowski or back but is he fully fit Inigo Martinez yehu say issues kaka doubt kaka on ho do obetimi abo game no but say want me amwa ekwa a certain Ronaldo Araujo biem eno pa Kubasi ana. And we've seen, say Ronaldo who ejina game mu body ma FC Barcelona. How Osimi falter. So frankly speaking, I feel say Anka some few weeks back no, Anka you heard this game Anka Beckham is straight away so game way there Barcelona win. But with all these things considered, I feel say baby a game ni jina no. Barcelona should be very careful.
So say the importance attached to this game is extreme.
It's very much extreme. Because baby Barcelona
what the bragging right in Tunchanya.
Exhaustion at Barcelona. What they are not one man. Where the emotions are more picking up against Inter Milan now. And also to Chromobo. And with that said, no players be swear from key. Don't met me about no fully fit. And frankly speaking, I feel that Barcelona, this is going to be the biggest test of this season for them yet again. They've had a big test of this season, but this game now, Money Madrid, Bebono, is one of the biggest tests. They will have to go all out, another 110% performance, and it is going to be very difficult for them. And Madrid and so on the other side, let's not forget, more injuries kakra home.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Barcelona.
Nana for my Madrid training now no more.
Yes, omu training now no more. Rudiger, entimi mo game ni bi. Eduardo Camavinga entimi mo bi. Ferland Mendy entimi mo bi. Dani Carvajal dem Militao ne treble no. It is at stake. It is very much at stake. But the moment
treble this is here a free woman same double now.
Double rather. Unsa treble ne the Champions League ne film double now as you see aka no.
So the Copa del Rey and La Liga now
because Paris, let's look beyond this game. Just imagine say Barcelona entimi win this game. No omo go forward. It is even going to affect them more than how Omusiti 2 games are very much important. Let's not forget Juvenile Roma mo game in Atlanta mo the end bet media me pete me. Let's not forget say Medicaka say Napoli baby ojina league trophy no si nekuta no. Say olusu ni game ono an AJ title because you see na on January bobo January has nothing to play for. Already league no makam. And Napoli is playing for the title. Until January, and come into the game with all guns blazing. And Oboni game we are say against Benaka. On a Palma bebo, on a Cagliari bebo. 1 away, 1 home. Palma Cagliari. Do you think that these are teams on betting me stop it Napoli Anna? So for me, I think say Napoli will go into this game all guns blazing, trying to win. And then Inter Milan against Torino. No, so Inter Milan knows. So right now, no, the Champions League is there. But yesterday now they will have one eye on the Scudetto I'm going into this game. So for
Medasi.
me, the two biggest game because in the Italian Serie A no, and these two teams, I feel say Napoli will win and definitely Bobo Koef and Inter Milan will win this particular game.
Sir Prince no. Filippo Atena say by cloud internet and Eton Safrel say for all your internet adwumani nyina or say wotun safrɛ na omuni madwuma say cloud internet for stable internet connectivity, fastest and reliable or affordable internet adeɛ nyina no sɛ ne bo fom obetumi de ho ato so esanso dwane kama a cloud internet ye na ebe provide sa service no e dia ma o pese install wi-fi o office enfama anase fie hotspot air deployment ni na ebe ya ma CCTV camera installation we CCTV no ono ye security a ye man a bribe the sraw pebi for use office ye be ye ne kama e dia ma digital security locks ni na ye na CCTV se ye ma wa na ya connect their mobile phone nti be bia wo bia no utumi hwe watumam de ekoso efie be bia eye cloud internet 0244601933 0244601933 wo free line we so abeje so Telecel Cash, the fastest and the most convenient secured way of transferring money to your loved ones wadofo and say odo ho beto Telecel so network atiko sembiere ni ho so ara say feel free na use Telecel Cash ko Google Play Store na ko install the app no anasa dial star 110 hash star 110 hash na fi follow prompt no na send sika kom wadofo womra meka say ye free kran sa esan say charges no the form kete uhun krampo se wa send sika almost send ne keke Telecel Cash and so no Filippo ya sanso ehebiem
na Prince had no stro so or game Madrid neighbors game no strana
oh someone can but
believe ana
oh so aka wa ye de ho adwuma but
waka but
na say baby odisi you be win no and na say no so kakra
what dey no stro
what dey na say or you cautious kakra
one or cautious kakra but I'm telling you say Barcelona be say Real Madrid make us say
draw crampim
wo dey bonnet dates na yentwen Monday Barcelona be say Real Madrid now my start you off with the game between Real Madrid and Barcelona
okay
and that is the El Clasico. This is the last El Clasico for the season. Now Permicheks are my year in the city of that is Catalonia. This is the lineup of Barcelona lineup remember as Safun Fanto Sumami Barcelona yes the last training on my year see now right back in the bay Lucas Vasquez, left back a Fran Garcia, now center back pen here Raul Asensio, any Aurelien Chouameni the French. Now in the middle no one midfield four. Now mid screens no Sumami. Now guess what? When Real Madrid are defending, Real Madrid will look to a branch friend Federico Valverde. So Federico Valverde in bed drop it deep. Now we're supporting Raul Asensio, any Aurelien Chouameni. That is in the central areas. Now, when the going gets tough, Nessa Rafinha, Tete, Brent friend Lucas Vasquez, we be also Federico Valverde, be say drop it deep. I can support Lucas Vasquez because Vasquez defensively, no, or a woeful because on a right back, and you can't blame him so much because Real Madrid we that recover fewer, or when you recognize right back there.
So this season, this season where you issue Federico Valverde or Kakra
because but so we is one more that is one more Vasquez. Na say woman Federico Valverde so beba Real Madrid Barcelona beba born in the middle because one Federico Valverde cost central areas because ono no Uruguayan and Uruguay for moment obeti omudino ade omunim ye pa ne so omani eden eni eden omono ordinary cry consro into no he will look at because Barcelona midfielders are omono ye only technically gifted but I say awodin na bi ni ho Frankie de Jong any Pedri bra when e friend Pedri ndi o Iniesta we style na bibia che so Andres Iniesta okrabo na obeji a just o fa no that is the boy Pedri but me this game na ebebo no apart from Lamine Yamal or taking on those on the left axis no player mess run in this game here Dani Olmo because Dani Olmo is very good in locating spaces in behind defenders. And one player so bad running behind defenders, so very fast with that. Brent Rafinha. Rafinha and the strength upon say when Barcelona a break on the counter breaks normally they look up to him because Okra lightning quick pace. That is the boy Rafinha. Now in the central areas, Barcelona's best centre back pair, Pau Kubasi and Brent Inigo Martinez. They are the best centre back pair for Team Barcelona. Now, Gerard Martin, he is growing in confidence. Me Martin Fiaka say he is the weakest link in the Barcelona team. But against Inter Milan, onyani A game, take away goal now. Omaba that is Inter Milan, share the fourth goal. Oma Brented Denzel Dumfries, shielding off the ball. And I say, moving off the ball, creating space. I say, Taremi, assist Brented Fratesi, take that thing away from him. But onyani A game against Team Inter Milan. In the game, in the Champions League, against Inter Milan, Onyani A game. So Gerard Martin is growing in confidence. As I say, one thing that Gerard Martin, say, when he gets into the penalty arc, on him how to locate any of the attacking front three. That is one strength about Brent Gerard Martin. And Barcelona moments on the penalty arc. Now I confused. And Real Madrid they bought Barcelona with Raúl Asensio or Aurelien Tchouameni. Brah, they should come again. I'm telling you this on record. So Real Madrid will be here. They would have to make sure Valverde and Ceballos Ebenyomu A game so that they'll be able to soak the pressure from Dani Olmo, Frankie de Jong, and Brent friend Pedri. But Lamine Yamal, the main kind of sembio, will go beyond a dear friend genius. BoyAtre say at the age 17, no, he's the best player in his category. And in this world, you can players are what the boy to us say nimbo pa bra winding. The boy has shown. And what shall say he's more in the age now no, he's 17 years. But Gina then it's no born the age no so. There are players on Motesa. Ube also very young, but then we not Gina then it's now. A Gino more than a terabytes. That is Lamine Yamal. Into Lamine Yamal coming direct at Frank Garcia. Where about Celebea then? Lamine Yamal for Frank Garcia. And Rafinha is also coming at Lucas Vazquez. And Dani Olmo, be looking to, that is, or opportunist. Oh no, space is never that in behind Inano. He will look to calculate and calculate very well. And over punch every loose ball. That is the boy Dani Olmo. Me mom dear. Bibian Samadrin. I see Barcelona repeating that trick. Psychological effect, Now, listen. Barcelona said, what's your players very well? Just after losing to Inter Milan, there are guys omo downhearted. One person was Rafinha because Nebi Biatra said this season, I said every fingers were pointing at him. Says Barcelona to me we need Champions League now. Maybe just maybe or on the verge of winning the Ballon d'Or because the numbers are good and he's been ever present for Barcelona. 13 goals at this stage in the UEFA Champions League. He was 1 goal shy of Ronaldo's all-time record in a single season in the Champions League. And psychologically, he has been psyched enough. And we use psychology, bibia to China. Barcelona on paper, more players, more technically gifted. Bet you may decide the game than Team Real Madrid. Real Madrid will be here. Jude Bellingham na mimes run pa. Because when Jude Bellingham near A gamer, then Mbappe would also come into the picture. Because Kylian Mbappe thrive with pace and or precise. But Real Madrid for no area there is this young boy. I saw a lot of future with Real Madrid. But Omuni Yusu, Ada Goulet.
Okay.
The boy is super. He's a super talent. The passing rates. The rate at which located players, and he is more or less like Andrea Pirlo in the passing ratio. How Oman passes in terms of incisiveness, he is there. That is the boy Ada Goulet. And Ada Goulet now, bono on the wide, meaning say Valverde would have to all the time cover because Ada Goulet will come direct at Pedri and Sabatson's befe pa. two technically gifted players, but Adegule no strength and say or very good at locating players with long passes. Pedri very good with that is or a deck style. Na 9-2 ni nyina ye adwuma. And okrabo na wunim 9 or the bobo no. That is Pedri. Inti game no de be fair. But remember the bibia kire say Real Barcelona
Barca win again.
Barcelona are my favorite.
Okay.
Now, in Italy, one team, one gamer, a bear fupa, and would see me take this on record. One game, a bear fupa with Italy this weekend, and Napoli in Genoa. The reason is very simple. Go back and watch AC Milan and Genoa. So see a stage in AC Milan, the stage in Genoa, Bruno. It's a Genoa. They have nothing to lose again. They are already safe in the Italian Serie A. It's only anything to lose. And so saying Antonio Conte, win way more. And Antonio Conte will be BRH in Genoa. And he will win this game at all cost against Genoa. Inter Milan there, Cesiano, though omo boy Italian Serie A, but omo dream the Champions League. Say me a Panther, me call this game Inter Milan Torino, me could try Inter Milan straight win. Never. Inter Milan say they are only thinking about the Champions League than the Serie A. Because they have nothing to lose. Now guess what? Games now for Napoli no are very easy. Napoli will win the Scudetto. And they have, to me, they have won the Scudetto. In Inter Milan, the only realistic hope of a trophy this season is the Champions League. So they would have to manage the players until the finals, 31st May, against Paris Saint-Germain in Munich. In the same way, we go France.
To say in the Italian Serie A, no many chances be it is over.
No, mathematically they are not out.
Okay.
It is not over.
But realistically,
it is not over.
Okay.
But coach be or smart biano will place your square place value in mathematics. Values no your place value. Your idea be a sombo gold, a sombo chance silver na. Say no correct. In the Champions League necessary, why the one no place emphasis on.
Oh, so we draw that scale of preference now. Obviously, the Champions League.
The one no would obenye nyunyam.
Obviously, Champions League.
And no coach will look at the Champions League more than the Serie A. And Serie A is say 3 points. And Napoli games now can for that is Inter. And no so when now go with your strengths. No, key player Kupra. It's a team na esi Inter Milan team na esi one. There are 3 players be about Kupra pra. Omoso in the final. Goalkeeper Yansome. 2 Denzel Dumfries. 3 Marcus Thuram. Bakukra Kupra. And me know when you himself Lautaro Martinez and you 2 fits. That is why this is no nyani A game.
Even the final and the semi-final game.
Play crab to say Alessandro Bastoni. So one managing here, he was the reason where I'm out for praise Francesco Acerbi. But me in that game, the best centre back for Inter Milan was this boy Bastoni. He did a very good job. On no year dark arts on Lamine Yamal. I eventually stopping Lamine Yamal in the game against Barcelona. That is Inter Milan. The game against Barcelona. He did all those dark arts. And when Ana Di Marco here at a point, he was covering up. And when Carlos Augusto bar game, now Augusto he covered up for Carlos Augusto. That is Alessandro Bastoni. And he dictated the game from the back. And the communication levels with goalkeeper in front of Jan Sommer is A. And they bought team Inter Milan. Into what we see Bastoni was so already at the bench, who a rich bench, who was Stefan De Vrij. Or Matteo Damian. So why don't you play Matteo Damian and De Vrij in this rest of the games in the Serie A? Now because we had Antonio Conte will never drop points. Into the Serie A, maybe we say a dead rubber for Inter Milan. Their focus now is the Champions League. Now, Woko Italy, there is a club who are doing very well. Club in your friend Como.
Of Fabregas.
Yes. Como ebesu the city of Lombardy. When himself Como players mienu ewo shares wo hwe screens no so. Players are omo shares wo Como Cesc Fabregas any Thierry Henry. Omo nyina omo shares wo club no.
Okay.
Daniel Thierry Henry any a Brent friend Cesc Fabregas. Omo nyina was shares in the club Como. And now the owners of club Como no omo ye cigarettes Jarum Group. Omo besu Indonesia. And 2 brothers in the team Como. Roberto Hudi Hatonio. And then the brother Michael Bamba Hatonio. Omo Indonesians. Now, that is the man, the brother. That is Michael Bamba Hatonio from Indonesia. He owns the club Como. ono kra the majority share or majority shareholder of Como. Now Como unse ukwa Italy a ade omo fe ni agro there are countries in the world omo for numbers in the agro. Baku Germany and Baku Italy. Germans no omo for numbers in the agro. Into ukwa Germany a club beat there it's a Schalke. Unse Schalke 0404. Into the Schalke no inferior. But ukwa Italy Italians no so far omo numbers in the agro. Into club na friend Como no. The full name is Como Mili Novecente Seti. That is 1907. Tienye pa. Como Mili Novecente Seti. Novecente, HSN 1907. 7 years Seti in Italian. So Como Novecente Seti. Now, club no Fabregas, yede tema oye majority that is shareholder no. Only the minority shareholder no. Or the majority stakeholders in the agreement be say he can be the coach of this club. Or no be coach team Como. Now in doing that, one of the major coup Fabregas say Fabregas echo Real Madrid. Who said boy be Real Madrid a boy nenya happy. Ya from boy no Nico Pass. No ko fa Nico Pass eba team Como. Or sport jersey number 79 Emma Como. And this season, who kind of best player or the face of Como? This boy. Nico Pass, Argentine.
For instance, Calonia can watch some cries.
And this Nico Pass, omu grooming in such a way as I saw na Messimo line also. Yeah. Now, your type of midfielders in football. In Ukwa Italy, generally midfielders in Italian language, centrocampista. Yeah. That is a midfielder.
Centrocampista.
Centrocampista in Italian language. As a man for fun say in Sabrani, language. Just a central midfielder, centrocampista. Now, in centrocampista, you were a mezzala. You can also be a mezzala. A mezzala is a holding midfielder or a playmaker. Tienyepa. You can also be a mezzala. Mezzala a holding midfielder or a playmaker. And again, a player who defines the game inside or through the wide areas. And one example of a mezzala, a complete mezzala in Italian, I bring a friend Andrea Pirlo. Okay, I said at a point in time, the great Juventus team now called finals of the Champions League in 15 and 17, Now, I'm holding midfielder, Andrea Pirlo. But Andrea Pirlo was never a defensive midfielder. Safo for Andrea Pirlo picture and Tosumami. Andrea Pirlo was never a defensive midfielder. He was playing as the mezzala. Mezzala, we call them the brains. And obviously we are from the El Cerebro. They are the brains of the game. And mezzala, Andrea Pirlo was the mezzala of the Italian team, the Italian national team. And again, Juventus team now, a call finals with Paul Pogba and Claudio Marchisio, it was Andrea Pirlo who was the mezzala. And mezzala role, say, who Inter Milan, play or mezzala for Inter Milan, Nicolo Barella. The backup, Davide Fratesi. In the Italians, so they don't play with mezzala. They don't play with mezzala. Now, another one, box to box. You can also be a box-to-boxer, a box-to-box midfielder, a hard-working type. Again, we are all round in their play. And one example, great Steven Gerrard. When Steven Gerrard was a player, was the captain of Liverpool, he was an epitome of a complete package. And Steven Gerrard was a box-to-box midfielder. Now the next one, the central midfielder. Now central midfielder, one country we are very good at producing central midfielders. Minor friend of Spain, You can also be a central midfielder. Central midfielder is divided between the attack and the defensive duties. And again, they control the rhythm and play. And one example of a great central midfielder in our generation, our friend Xavi Hernandez. In the language Spanish, Yaka Chabi and Xavi. That is why you watch Xabi Alonso and Xavi, that is Hernandez. And Xavi Hernandez was an epitome of a central midfielder. Anything central midfielder, the reference point was Xavi. Game no mube dimpa, ube had one pass. Na sisa game, And Xavi was an artist. He painted pretty pictures for Team Barcelona. That is why Yaka say one of the greatest central midfielders of his generation. So an epitome of a complete package, Xavi Hernandez, who was also a central midfielder. Now, Sawuka como story in the Stella, como currently say they are say this is their home. Your friend that is Senegalia. Stadio Senegalia. And Senegalia hono a very small that is a stadium. But then no, the owners are thinking and planning. So many a new stadium probably by the next 2-3 seasons to come no. Como ebe you see as to their home, and this is the home of Como. And this season no, over the Italian Serie A table, over teams I say Sikensha and Nimbebre, over teams I saw more Antoine Cassier, who say sometimes Oko Duma, Ube to make Konya Taribi pa, Ube who Terry ways pa, Ubaga say, hey, no ways as some boutique and Koba, Ube Tunidin saying. Emba who see me pa.
It's you pa.
Sometimes Ube to me who Taribi, a gubebi, eh? Ube who atari ni di who atari was no way say boutique and ube so ube yini high. So meaning say omo ko yini low no mo share high. Players omo ko mo nyina no. They are players afi no mo recapture mo best form, but Fabregas are fine tuning omo bought the best of football. And one example of those players, Brent be friend Patrick Coutronye. Or ni didn't sign, ni didn't yeraye. All of a sudden no, Patrick Coutronye ask about picture no. Now and run a papa friend Jules Pankes edi ni birthday. Na Jules Pankes who Germany, one of the respected managers, the papa of German football, papa friend Jules Pankes. Na the year 2013, 2012-2013, when Barcelona started say dip no, one manager Oma Yehu say Barcelona team no enye as a Barcelona, I started experiencing weaknesses in all departments. This man Jules Pankes. And in the year 2012-2013 Champions League, that is semi-final, home and away, Osher Barcelona by 7-0. And that was the team of the boy, Manuel Neuer, Daniel Van Buyten, Jerome Boateng, Philip Lam, David Alaba, that is Javi Martinez, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Thomas Muller, Frank Ribery, Mario Mandzukic, and Ian Robben. Now, Ian Robben, ebenya the best of football. And also, benya ni dinyo, benya din bebre, football ma, this papa, Jules Pankes. Ian Robben at a point in time at Chelsea, and Real Madrid, no almost unproductive. On him, one about Pogba, no but me out or pace, but on your productive. But one man on my Robben, a productive pa, papa friend Jules Pankes. And it was Jules Pankes now, a man Bayern Munich, Enya, the Arrow Square, Robben and Ribery. Instead of Yedini, a kabum, a friend, the robbery of football. That is Robben and Ribery. And it was Jules Pankes. And Jules Pankes and Ra, onya 80 years no. Tributes now, the way a man now man for sending messages and some of the comments are never no. Minya, now in 1997-1998, when a Real Madrid then win the Champions League, it was this man Jules Pankes who won the Champions League for Real Madrid. And Ubekaya in 97-98 at the Amsterdam Arena in Holland, Juventus LUC 0-1 Edema Real Madrid, and it was Predrag Mijatovic. Nasha the only goal Edema team Real Madrid. Predrag Mijatovic. Nasha the only goal Edema team Real Madrid, and it was under Jules Pankes. Into Jules Pankes there, what kind of managers? I wear a lot of and enough respect. And more mona, you can't write the history of football. Abra won't go papa friend Jules Pankes idin. I think Jules Pankes a penny dues to football. And in 1974 FIFA World Cup, he won the World Cup with Germany as well, including the Euros in 1972.
Thank you so much, Filippo. Obasan, so when you say Oba, you be betu no. Auntie, course BBI ready there. Me that say, Philip, Nkumsa, but me who message the business here, me can't actually. Obi from multilingua. Multilingua. Where's the language kakrana, Philip? Where's the language kakrana?
Oh yeah, me a language student.
Oh okay. Yeah. You also be say we are multilingua.
Oh.
Multiple language. Okay.
I'm a language student. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Intra. I'll see she's enjoying you.
Okay.
Kangen drinking water. Ensure say for all occasions. Obekwe yase. Ukwe yase yes. We ensure na ye kangen masa enom. They say ensure the best one I would drama so say ensure and nourish your system no. Obema we read no. I say anti-aging property bisbi. Into sawonum ensure kra cha. I say we dey debia we looking younger. Pekanchen drinking water ne bi nanom. Nem wow nsiesie na ho nyefe. Minerally rich. Medical culture say hydrogen. Rich in calcium. Rich in magnesium. rich in potassium, and again rich in iron. All these minerals ewo Kangen drinking water anymore. In fact, a tested and approved and tested a proven track record says in so we would should be now no ma nkurano enumbia ema o madwemu bie ema o mudwina esisi so ema o mudompe mu yeden kama ema ho yefe Kangen drinking water masa enye kasa keke pebi nanom na obehu sasama meka ne ye nokre kumasia upedodo etuafo ani kiremu abawa route junction anasa tafuni road ho brema UGC uduru obehu yen sanso na ebe na frefra lines na egu screen so no 0241 4491 another 91 0241 4491 another 91 wo frɛ line we so a yɛbɛgye wo so win mega cash no meka omo nsama kyerɛ but Philip tena say no the betting course no e de abasisi Philip yenko betway na so na sena or the way enso de ba na betway penny for say we no said f obetuma nya sika a wo mre ho me se da me catch us enkane no ene yese boys no akodi sikeduro se sikeduro no ni nyina no akwhye betway be catch us say the simplest and the easiest way to become rich aye betway and they wish show bet na we listen no enye peseme nkuminya azuka mu a omunhya da nim hyehyei ba mo ne je ho so mbetwa bi nte Philip wo ye wi a na afi wo ne omache na omo so ayi sukos no na omo so aye rich. So what I say, just overnight, no ababe sikeni nyasem ketokura. Na ye betway, almost say terms and conditions apply. Don't forget, say, are you regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana? Bet the responsible way, bro. Jankwe, and coach no yen rim.
Yes, and that your best way. Saturday be a bet way. Now yes, so say you're betting, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and your mouth the betting quotes. Now guess what? And your quotes no 4. Weekendy, bra, it is Betway. Say your Betway, I don't look anywhere. Betway, as I will bet saver offer. Betway, bet saver offer. Okay. Betway, or say get way more. Now your quotes in here, your first code, A1D2, F7, A8C. Master for some fun two screens no so ma omo motion no enhwe. Your first code enunye. Your first code A1D2, 2F, 7A, 8C. That's our first code. That's our first code. Okay. Your second code A1D2, E5, 957. That's our second code. Now your third code A1D2, FB, FB A78. That's our third code. Your final code ni. Your final code A1D2 FF 46A. 1D2 FF 46A. Inti muntie ni ye pa na those are more screens no another more TV no muntie ni ye 1D2 F7 A8C. Now 1D2 E5 5957 1D2 FB A78. Now 1D2 FF 46A. So these are the codes for the day. Betway or say get way more. So school fees na untia no. Make us a work or be marriage list. We go obano we hun open. We go je list that dekem e de fie. Wuntumi nto ontoma ba kokra. Betway. Weekendy. We fear rate 2. Rent no time na so. It is Betway. Betway or say get way more. Let's all win together. Executive producer and so I win himself Prince. Honor the executive producer for this section.
Okay. Me da say no Filippo na watenen cancer ode no so ho amanebo anase nkomo no enso etumi e de abreye no na yenin komo omra ola se be fine
de bia me ka say adom ene ahweye ampa se oyi sa no mani me no fro de anache se nyame adom ye ho ye pa
de enkopanse yamfa messages ni kakra na afi
enne me ankasa me bra me di na chi Clement Ejikum or Tony Bedin.
Away.
Kumase Breman here.
Okay.
Breman Methodist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's so we are now.
There's
one country in terms of
we cried a kakrebi.
Okay.
Kakrebi.
Okay. Yemfa messages no so na fi yentwa so 10. Or say I'm enjoying Sompa weekend sports eat with my friends inside our hostel at KSTU. My friends keep asking why my sudden love for Sompa sports. Tactical analysis from Sir Prince, multilingual Filippo, experience of Jeffrey Asari, and the voice at power. Okay, thanks so much, Askijel, a friend. Yantwaso. Ajenim Giovanni, or say Sompa Sports team bringing you the latest sports news across the globe. Also message what they are bringing no. Yenua Moon Kyla Jonas. Message na say political undertone. Yen skip on na yenim. Ko crazy di fra Akoko or say watching you live from Akoko Ghanaian football fans have not learnt any lesson from the May 9. Look at what happened at Insuatre and other centers. Wishing my wife Dora a happy Mother's Day in advance. Oh, okay, belated. Thank you so much for that one. Kojo Asempa of Kojo Asempa Furniture Ways. Kotoko will beat Brekum Chelsea tomorrow from Kojo Asempa Furniture Ways. Edum Kumase. Eho na unso die fraba. Yenu Owusu Johnson. Also a message ewa Joe Lati. Bet ne die na bia na unso di course bebre dia ba. Honorable Abedi Kwada Sukumase. AK Police Ninu Eduro no champion Emma Power. Kudos to McAllister for winning his first Premier League Player of the Month award. Come Sunday, Brekumi Chelsea Football Club will beat Yanum by 2-0. Hi to Mami Soldier of Kwadaso and Mr. Ade of TKB Micro Credit Service at Bushen. Also, we message no. Kwesi Alonso or say Emba hit Berma Usu and Sam won so the baby Durha or say share na or say Sibe and so Yatawonka or say Saturday and Sunday Betway booking course ready below. Well, Berma Usu and Sam I'll say I have always been happy since you came to Sompa. Emma Power, more heat, more fire. Thanks so much. Danny Coleman also watching you live from Kenya number 2 Jericho. Fantastic sports show by all standard. Keep it up. Good work, guys. Also message na yensa akanono. Kofi Ajmai Black Man. Or say good morning. Kotoko must win tomorrow's match. Watching you live inside Pig Farm in Accra. Paul and so say good morning Aiko and we message also the brayano Adana Abdul Basit also a follower but 15 yama emojis of fire and on the buyer Oyibo Boaten say from Nerebehi watching you live wishing Kumasi Asante Kotoko all the best as we play against Brekum Chelsea tomorrow at TNA Park. Fabulous. Still we move. Greetings to Chairman Usu Bempa in Shayeso and Samuel Wachi Yadom SBY Bosomtrain Oyibo Boaten Edifrin Nerebehi no diaba Kodre Gentle or see we are watching you guys live. One so message on na equia yatewonka one so the betting course ni bi ana okay we as we ya wo de kra also answer George or say share in Shraba Tozik or say fantastic sports show Abbas Zachary or say good morning to you all. For the best sports station, keep it up. In Shabba Tozik, one sanso at the Bimaba, will say good morning. And no a messages are Abba platform, so still, Ube to me, I Johnny, on platform, so bar. Sompa Sports 93.1, oh, Facebook, and so oba. No way, I'll comment that to Yabekin kind, maybe be answered to Makoso. Orlando Atanasi, Utum to a Pejanja Diano, na betting Ayukutukutu, and wasn't Liverpool Tadia, and the pay or the Atanasi, the local issues, no, at the bar. But my son, a Senekakra, they ning como Kulun Ghana Limited, from Penny for Semifan to him, Sir Kulun Ghana, no, Yang, Yako China, and Yakofa China, and Dubra, and Hamba. And Omodia ye sendruno and Yadiaba. Edikai, Aye Hunchun capsules. huntun capsules eye dura onum bia ebemu agenso afili keke mesawada so ye bema wogenso a wuti pains anasa wode wagu nsuo na wie no etoda wo drops bi asa eba kokokoko kakra ena egugu eye opants no mu ni ade a ni nyina ya ade a ha dwen mesrawo eye huntun capsules ena aba ebe solve sa problem no ede amawo wogenso bebre ade ba ko ehi ene se ye nyina ya fro bas obi atwe ni sika ye konkran wuduru ayi ejeso oso besi no wagenso uwia no wasanso aba wuduru konongo wasanso esi nsanwom busiye be wogenso ba ese num anse kodu nkran wanhwa yebedi man de ebedi watem no ehawe ebi wo so a waduru huntun capsules Mr. Kill no ho de ma yenu no mema ebeboa mo abu adwuma a ano oden me pacho de tienie ene sese wo ye bema wapomuden no abefom ewo mpaso a Orlando eduro ne yeduro benya ose Mr. Kill Orlando na kasama no a making esasa me ye theory and ono so aye practical no eno eho ensem no na Mr. Kill no ayedura low libido ebetu ase ama premature ejaculation ebetu ase ama slow erection eno so sa ha woni nyina no ansa no eye Mr. Kill araba bagzem pill obabi wo ha ne bosome so a se de obesi esu echa adwadwe no asa ne kunu anasa ne ni anasa ne se ene efrim ne nyina no eye bosome no akwantu na bia menstrual pains etu ase menstrual disorders anasa irregular menstrual flow ne nyina etu ase sexual frigidity woman that is lack of orgasm in sex obi wo ha obeposana so oda wose table me pacho wedru eye araba bagzem pill from penifo wa homa we so 0244 275 429 0244 275 429 eye koti kwan a obe from penifo so na wenya yen eba no se ope ba ku bia pharmacy bia drugstore bia anasa over the counter bia uwura wa obenye edro nwanso bi enso tomato ola sa wo se bibia ye fan de afi ekwan mu da ho yenim komo na bibia so ntimi nkoso
powers yansan so nche tiefo a etie Sompa na di 3.1 na yahwefo a Sompa TV na no pensa mo makwaba embra show no so the final lap so ne that so tinkunya so a efisem na ejekum Blankson Junior obetimi afremi Orlando me dey ensemble bro na we can see there attention ni nyina ewo takwa eho na TNA Park na chese MTN FA Cup semi-finals matches no and so ebetimi atop from na enne first game top from was semi-finals of the MTN FA Cup 2024-25 season no golden case ene atram divise na nyankopon boa edachina no eno nso same time 3 p.m. Ade se Kumasi Asante Kotoko ene Brekum Chelsea game no enso etimi agba so ntinu yes Stars phone na dey atoso no we TNA Park are you ready for 2 games and also a host to and then watchina matches and also betimi abaso nti golden cakes and atram divise and offense Asante Kotoko and Brekum Chelsea and no edachina and asa game no enso ebaso na coach Karim Zito no and head coach Edema Kumase Asante Kotoko ne pre-match conference no or the Nsembebe and so etimi akwakotuja Erika Yebusa on preparation ahead of the game and our coach Karim Zito Eden Semsei etuja.
We are prepared immediately after House of work we went into preparation for the FA. So as you can see we are even playing try matches today to make sure that all our tactical and all the dynamics in the game will be checked and then see how far we are going with our progress. We are prepared.
Etuja ono and head coach Edema Kumase Asante Kotoko and all this answer no and so etimi etuja no na yewe ne obusan say coach game no approach na mo dey come no sign and no say coach Samuel Bodu they say our experience in MTN FA Cup say or has so folk edging in premier no so oye sanso a good coach na Asante Kotoko there omaye eager to win the game.
It's never easy. It's very difficult. I know what he can do as a coach. So we are going in. It's been long since we won one of these cups, so I think we are all eager. We are also eager to win, and I know it will not be very easy for us. It will be very difficult. It's never easy. It's very difficult.
Eno coach Karim Zito and it is Sansamno and so etimi etu jano or see game be difficult game but Asante Roko omo aye eager to win the game and yameboa Sunday and ayebusa ko is a coach and anope ya motu afri Kumase amunam kwan so amokota kwa na somewhat tinedu ene abrantia ye freno Michael Chedwamna waja omu ofie Asante Roko injury situation senate
on the field we've been working towards that and then psychologically, I'm also talking to them. But my worries now is the injury issue situations in the team. I'm hoping and wishing that those who had injury during our class of folk will be well careful, and then we will proceed to play the knockout. I don't like changes because with consistency we can go places. So that's why I'm worried about. When you look at the team now, the injury situation. It's too big for me to handle, but we are going to do our best. On the field.
Eno coach Karim Zito ene de sansam ne toja problema Asante Kotoko na se challenger omo face this season by injury wiki bia Asante Kotoko about 4-5 players omo pira omo kobo game omo entimi nkobi me no ka say Lord Amoa Emaye Peter Akwa Amidu Emaye Samotine du akeka ho Michael Chedwamna enso epira omunyina players omopra Kumase Asante Kotoko him so already Abrantie Feno Emmanuel Kote ono nso mpode ye rule out of the season and Abrantie ye friend Michael Sefa ono nso epranti Asante Kotoko injury situation dey ha Kumase Asante Kotoko ye papa na mama me Asante Kotoko road to the semi-finals no na yehwe ekwan Asante Kotoko omonso semi-finals no ekwan omo fa so bo omo matches no record semi-finals Asante Kotoko ebo 4 matches omo share 7 goals concede 1 goal and offense Asante Kotoko ekimpu clean sheet no makoba miensa and Asante Kotoko omo amfa game bia anko penalties 90 minutes matches ni nyina omo wini ye ewo 90 minutes duration no and also Kumase Asante Kotoko continue Asante Kotoko omo time concede go ewo MTN FA Cup 4 matches omo concede just 1 in the MTN FA Cup omo share on regulation time no and so mama me brekum Chelsea omonso road to the finals no na yehwe brekum Chelsea enso abo 4 matches omo share 12 goals a concede 2 goals enti comparing Asante Kotoko ni brekum Chelsea no brekum Chelsea attacking force no wosoro omo share goals pa omo win 3 matches and offense baako ekopiemu enso ewo penalty shootout enso ewo omo keep 2 clean sheet ewo omonso games omo abo ewo MTN FA Cup na mama me coach Karim Zito na me coach Karim Zito ononso na FA Cup trophy no dodo say and coach Karim Zito and so etimiaje in the history of Coach Abdul Karim Zito ne carry am no MTN FA Cup wajiba akopɛ ode ade setima ye friend no Dreams FC and Jeffrey Kimfais as them last 2 seasons and ononso etimi eje ye Samuel Bodu dia no so say and tie ononso aje MTN FA Cup no premier no so ni nyina ode House of Folk and so and etimi eje ye ntino in terms of experience in the MTN FA Cup no papa your friend Karim Zito coach Boadu Ebrone so in terms of experience in the MTN FA Cup nti edachna Sunday no yebɛhɛ hawa Asante Kotoko any brekum Chelsea game no ɛno nso ebetimi akɔ wa wo be wini bia uremu ɛwɔ finals na ayade say golden kicks omo nso any Atram Divise match ebeba so no yenso yetimi ahu de ebekɔ so ntini mo mame they say golden kicks in Atram Divise omo nso a game ebeba so na mpanyimfo yen hye mama me happy hour no yes na ye hwa de ene game no happy hour and so ebetimi akoso every 1 p.m. ekosi 3 p.m. o takwa ene ne mpatam na wuramu o TNA park free enya de se empanyimfo and so ebeji usikanti no utie Sompa TV ene anasa wo hwe Sompa TV na no pay game no ebeba so 3 p.m. from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. no Uremo stadium wa happy hour ninti no game no obetimi akwa access in free and so name every 3 p.m. they kon there Urema and also ubetu eska yenhwe Golden Case omo road omo training section Endra and also etimi baso Golden Case Endra omo final training na ensuo toni nyina na omo ginama omo ye training that say omo nia briye papa say nya de say game we no omo nso any atram division no omo de ekwa kodi agro na mama me Golden Case omo road to finals no semi finals no nso ye hwe ekwan a omo nso no semi finals no omo fa so ewremu Golden Case and also say edete omo bo 5 matches ewo MTN FA Cup num omo ashe 4 goals omo concede 2 goals omo nya 4 clean sheet enso ewo na chese omo matches no miensa enati rawuramu ewo penalty shootout yes Golden Case omo do be rap penalties no makoye onyadoa enso ewo hono na mama me atram divise omo enso road to semi finals no and also omo about 5 matches omo share 5 goals omo concede 3 clean sheet no omo nya mienu omo win just 1 game during the 90 minutes and our friends so about 4 penalties and so no say all statistics of the game Golden Case and atram divise game no ewremu ewo penalties mema ne nyawanwa looking at 2 teams you know omo matches omo bono omo tie omo games you know tie ko penalty shootout na a decided game no and so ewo honomo na mama me abrantia friend Albert Amoa oya striker Edema Kumasi Asante Koko one Steven Amankona yes I know you see rule no omonso no Albert Amoa ono so about 2 matches washe 2 goals and our friend so Steven Amankona about 3 matches ono so ashe 3 goals and so ontia that na Amankona and Albert Amoa yebe the all winning game no and so etimi ede amani team na mama me go dey Trump yes ono nso yenhwe se MTN FA Cup no wagibida na se ono nso entimi ngibida ntino Golden Atram enya de se MTN FA Cup no ono nso awini trophy ne da we already mu se obekọ finals na otimi wini a abeye the first time and so ewo ni coaching career ni mu and afen so coach your friend Fifi Parker Hansen on the head coach and so Edema Golden Case on also MTN FA Cup no onya enso NGB da and also ensema ye boy chire etimi eriama on Sompa 93.1 and afen so Sompa TV so na mama yenwremu enso ewo Accra House of Folk aso na ye nin komo kakra emfemfiri wo Endra Accra House of Folk commercial center or anase omo secretariat no Endra supporters almost omo full soldiers of us folk ebo mu ho na omo cost pay MD say omo mane nya adwuma yes esan say ohun say omo ontimi protect Togwe Ghana atenia yedi Togwe nyina no MD ni ntia yentie ebra no omo ka chen say ontimi protect Togwe ntino omo mane meye adwuma biem
today go back home. Go back home. You are not. Enough is enough. You can't protect Togbe. You can't protect Togbe. We are here to protect Togbe. You are the reason why everybody is insulting Togbe. You are the reason why everybody is insulting Togbe. You see, I have 30 cases to lodge against you. I'll give it to the media for them to post.
Okay, that's fine.
You get it? Sure. You are incompetent. I'm telling you. You are incompetent. You are
competent. I have 30 cases I can lodge against you. You can't protect Togwe. And no house of full soldiers, you know. And they are told omo MD nim said I be a jumana we are there. House of folk into for juma to no we no say share. Jama woni me ya ye full soldiers of house of folk. Yentie
responses under 3 months. You are as an MD. You don't take care of the team very well. The first time that you were coming here, you told us that you are going to bring us sponsors under 3 months. MD, you have been here, and since you have been here, everything has been disorganized. Everything has been disorganized. You can't protect Togbe. The reason why you are here is to protect Togbe. You can't.
Tena yesa bosome miensa ntem ye de adwuma ne ma wa the sponsorship ebre house of folk wa ba da wo ye hu he o togo nso a wontimi protecting ne krom ya ye di na temsa entino adwuma ne de ye ma wo me ye adwuma ne e ma nya adwuma kyena fa wa adwuma eto eno ye house of folk foot soldiers a omo ka kire MD Dilali Anku Adiama ono ene ye house of folk managing director ena omo enso akọ preventing say obewura na office endra dan na ono nso atimi akọ adwuma ere aboa house of folk eno nso eye nsem a eba ye boy chire enso atimi ede amount na coach Bashir Hayford ena head coach enso edema they say Heart of Lions the Bashilistic tactics endra ye ni di nkomo ena yebusa coach say coach any kind of na endra May knife na May knife no ye ka say share experience ehim fa kra na wo tell story ni free na ehim fa kra na wo
that time I was in the classroom in Europe. Now me year coaching course for Europe. And see any crime and see me lecture no. Oba no Ghana, what is happening? I'm so also Ghana can go and see so many people die. I say and son of me there, we can read in the middle. You see, May 19th, Europe. It was very, very, I was saying you see me peaceful, but them are walk. We have not learned anything out of it. We count as any see and say we should do the right thing. You see, who be some maybe American say, I did about my car one name Europe. I was in the classroom when my lecturer told me. And send a chimney kakan. Me who there, this is what happened. But the question was, what brought about that? Sometimes I hear you guys are in it to what came about? When the cause of the
referee decisions.
Oh, thank you very much. After announcing have we changed? Have we learned anything from it?
To me, no.
That is the question. That is the question.
Eno coach Bashir Hayford head coach Emma Heart of Lions and the San 72 just ye kasasa ye nsua bibian free May 9 for Namso Manipa 126 ewu ewo Accra Sports Stadium Bra House of Folk and so any Asante Goroko bo game no na adesua ne de ye nsua refree na obusa kra say e de na kofa sa atorenchem no by referees decisions name no Anas Ababeye Anas Expose ama ye hu referees a jeje Bible krom ya ni nyina so yensu bibia emfrimo enso na owie no ene ebusan say coach na adese Ghana Premier League clubs no almost so far esan say low attendance esan say na no ye super crash ne kura enipa nkwankohwe na de na akofa sa ho ha we nyina enso etimi aba
why is it that this time patronage na akofo now say yes in can ye fuka fi man kasim so pon ye bakra ye bohwe mama kwa ye bohwe polo ye bohwe be akumaso wokohwe razak wokohwe this wokohwe this and the didi anwa obi go to his can wokohwe. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, boss.
Yes. And wokohwe team ni performance kwa aya na why board into amama on ye inti didi attract one instead of Baba Park no obohwe Champions League and say oboga ko Europa oboga ko bibi where you know the football, the possession, everything is sweet.
Enti eno coach Bashir Hayford and the San 72 just say ene wa emba maminka say oye coach e the Heart of Lions o oye coach waga o say ene born na ye born na say wo si super crash ase ne kotoko bo a first ne wo bebo mama akwamudi ene ihwa di na wo kwakobo di akọ stadium akọ no we no say Ghana Premier League players and now no oshia akwa bi na me nkasa ma coach Bashir Hayford coach why na ushia na ni tri ho kra na unim say oye footballer eche na hu say oye bodam ni
o do hu say baby a ho why you see say so serious identification card. Ubia last who balan who dia yi. We know a player, sign of balan for.
Oh, Rasta now.
I mean, Rasta, I mean, see, I catch be our wife, be away.
Ah, okay.
Rasta say, in kind of them, Rasta, okay, or do one power, you're from person. Into him for you who can
yeah.
And then we are caught to win. And then what brings me is that the players now concentrate on their head more than football.
Yeah.
Because screams for what? Because you want to look like a footballer. Why not catch a footballer? Messi
Debbie.
Ronaldo wire
Debbie coach.
Mbappe why did
Wait down, come.
Time upon you I have it simple. I bet the only time I went on you can cry to a little just to identify football and cheddar here last time in Bobo another year last time to with the Coquanans and I friend careful money why you know if you wouldn't have a color careful home.
Eno coach Bashir Ford and this 72 just say and Ghana Premier League player bia Rasta ubehunu ni 2% na no kra wo hia kwa bi no nim so a footballer eche no hu say akwa ne etri na wo twa za wo bodam ni enti ye players no spend time e wo mu tri ho more than sen komudi be ko training no mo ko tutonku ni ade anenso ewiasim nyina footballers o mu nim bobo no o mu tri ho na nya Rasta asem enkane kra no uhu Rasta na nka udwane na ye footballers obia ye bi obia na no MTN FA Cup kra ye nya team bia 11 players no obia ye Rasta so na coach o se first no ansa na ubehu Ghana Premier League player no na ye stadium be na players yi omni nkofo na tete ghetto na my all pass ma me oje bottle no so age bottle oje peace no so age peace enti nipa na ono te ghetto ono te drinking sport na e dey no centueska emehew
coach you see abodam ni because na into a player.
Oh, in fact, Michelle, now to time. I'm sorry, no, let's start with me. Also, I be the same. I didn't have players in the someone. What I'm saying is that players and also are scarce. I'm a player supporters to my coach.
Sure.
A good physical coach. But baby, a book of every we put a winner for Uncle Charlie, Mamma, Charlie, peace. You show you are on Sansu, please come on your chat. Working something different. Did I true? Me and I'm a cat answer, but that was the question they asked. Yeah, I did. Now the person, they go because of names. And the name being what my friends one year so scarce. When I get the album,
eno coach Bashir Ford na this 72 just say players dey bia ubehu omo de bia omo ne na mabonten tete drinking sport ni ghetto no omo tete santino supporters no omo players na be common to supporters no enti edru Sunday ohun say na nipa me ne te drinking sport yi den am insentueska ensanko yi no enko tueska ensanko hen was stadium enti sa no mani nyina ka obi na supporters no omo Emma stadium no yensema coach Bashir Ford area tuja yeremo under 20 or say yeremo quarter final stage no mama me fixtures no na yere under 20 no say de eno nso ebetimi asifa akọ dabi mama me fixtures na nkasa under 20 fixtures no na yere parents no de wa ekọ quarter finals parents no safo momo aye ne nya ne tem sorry nkonya so na yere de wa parents no enso ebesifa akọ yes enti South Africa eni Morocco ena bebo Ghana yenso yene Egypt ena ebebo ewo honomo ena afenso Nigeria ene Senegal enso ebetimi abo DR Congo omo nso game no enso ebetimi abaso a ni nyina no emom no Ghana ni Egypt game no eno nso ebetimi abaso na yehu eyade sedewa enoma enso ebetimi esifa akọ ewo ehonomo ntini yewe road to finals no say na tie South Africa ni Congo wa wo be win no ukoshia either Nigeria or Senegal ena afenso no tima ye friend Morocco ene eyade Sierra Leone wa be win no ukoshia either Ghana anaasɛ Egypt enso ɛwɔ nti no Ghana sɛ ɔmo pɛ sɛ ɔmo kɔ World Cup a kyesi yɛtumi di nkae hyɛ Egypt enso ɛwɔ hɔ no nti wei ni nyina no ɛyɛ afisɛm a yɛboaboa no ɛnɛ anɔpɛ yi a yɛde brɛ on Sompa 93.1 na afei nso Sompa TV so ɛnɛ anɔpɛ yi a yɛtumi ɛde brɛ na powers me kɔ yi deɛ Philomena Amakranten yes ɛwɔ wɔnkyi yes ɛnɛ yɛ na woda ɔyɛ ɔkyerɛkyerɛni enti Philomena Amakranten baabi a ɔwɔ biara wɔnkyi ne mpatam no mame ma no happy birthday wei efiri ɔno ankasa na damfo a yɛfrɛ no Teresa Amasefa nkyɛn ne ba enti no yɛ mo happy birthday kɛse powers ana wo bibi ka
ora bi mi ne bibi aka me dan ye bibi aka enra na mi bisa sɛ asi de bia Orlando wɔ na damfo ana sɛ ni
ɛno yɛ nansa ne sɛ nkɔfo nim yɛ
ampa
sɛ wo de ende wo de ba ya wo nka hwe o sɛ ya wo de ba de prince de kra wo gye ye ba wa nka hwe
sa ba sa wo de no wo de bia wo bi
enye no kra busa wa sɛ wa can control
so what your platforms you know about your friend Kings for that con or say Orlando, can you please give me one of your Liverpool jersey?
No enye just no mai bi ono kra na ese bre bi
Sir Prince mama yenwure mu na yenhwe efie ensem no mu ba sha kan sem bebre coach Bashir for
Paris
also say Sabio with all due respect as a players na abadam for mu head cut na ipe we shape badam ni awu we shape footballer awu no the finest footballers omu look simple
that's it Paris
they spent all the time doing their hair
safo nhwe we ni mede video bi ama no me pese me ntwe enko 3 years ago na me nhwe kotoko ne house players no on the field and the stadium euphoria kakra na till 3 years ago ni emfa me compare nei you see 3 years ago we were complaining see a football ni gu and a conform and enye attractive and a players no here and there a lot of issues here and there but fast forward till now say safo no to so America say media chere you see the player quality difference between Hasselfolk a players then 3 years ago and no I the player quality difference between Kotoko players then and you clearly see say and the atoso no on person one yen hwa ade bi kakra bi Paris so we image and say video e da so ya hwe stadium honom frankly speaking 3 years ago we were complaining bitterly just like a neyete aye complaining see a football ni igu no tie o ni e complaining bitterly but we stadium attendance clearly you feel say enipa na wo honom no it was okay enough tie o that time kwa na complaining say bad no we stadium na attendance it was somewhere somehow filled more than the half of the stadium enumpo ni e complaining na oma video no nto as ni hwe players na Hasselfolk ene club ya Kumasi Asante Kotoko omo parody but yes still there were complaints as to players na honom no enye quality enough because all ya Hasselfolk chadata that post name omo captain Fatal Mohammed you get Radio Voka Robert Adusowa and then Mohammed Al Hassan over in the midfielder Benjamin Afutu Emmanuel Neti. Then time now benya these two pairing and not very good. Ubenya Daniel Free Bania, Kojo Bin Jr., Patrick Razak, and then Ibrahim Salifu. No jina omumie nuechi. Kojo Bin Jr. rather. Now, on my video no escape on kwa nim kaka ni hwe Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko squad na omunso amukuta omudi board this game. Na Kotoko ewo goalkeeper a friend Kwame Ba. Also beka that time na Kotoko kuta Razak Abalora, Kwame Ba and then Felix Sanan very good. No more these 3 goalkeepers. And then Metro on man. Now Benya Patrick Kasma, Christopher Nete, Ganiu, Mohammed, and Apple. That young boy Apple be an omen partnership. Sometimes so now you see if Mubarak ko, but now Mubarak performance that's a eye on and off. Intina Apple Ababituno. And this the squad no and that's no. Ubenya Salifu Mudasiru. Ubenya Hamza Mohammed, Ubenya Emmanuel Kayeke. Satam non so free Yaba Kotoko no. Ubenya Emmanuel Jemfi and then Fabio dos Santos Gama. Any Abrante friend Emmanuel Adumako. Listen to this one. These were the times those times near complaining about the quality of Kotoko has players. Near complaining about Menkas stadium attendance. But we players no now the quality of stadium attendance now clearly feel say Satam Mpone okay. but fast forward and you complaining baby no
where year be
2022 2023 into 3 years ago asem and I make
3 years ago
yeah 3 years ago and I make am once me you complaining about this issue fast forward to enne you must see say players na wo honum that time and you can air quality decline no near quality decline
kotoko strike bi na we champions foreigner bi ahanya dingra that's what's
Mela Moasem na okay. Sonia Akuba. Yes, Sonia Akuba, very good. Say Sonia Akuba kwa him Salifu. Ejina midfield nanim. Ubenya Abrante friend Patrick Razak. Listen to this oh. These were the players and all more that time. Ubenya Fatah Mohammed. Ewo House of Folk team. But fast forward to enne. You must say House of Folk ofa quality na nanka then time near complaining anka by this time kese peja kosoro no. A peja kosoro anasa abafom. House of Folk and number 2 cry wine. Amankwa. Let's be frank with ourselves. No, this is me disrespecting player bia. But you must say offer House of Folk. Amankwa on any other day. A House of Folk. I want the mojo. Ah, ye House of Folk na nim no. Inti amankwa anka benji ko benya atena na. I don't want to respect any player. Yes, I'm trying to Satam Richard a peja for no ko nya Blasters call up. Let's not forget that. Obey a name. Ana Blasters no yetimi boni din bata homani yi enenne yenya Benjamin Asare nti yemfa so mo mienu kwa de it will cancel out Richard Atta yes to a free say yi anu de kwa nanim no ne performance ne be very bad but enyesa me can at the time na on the form and o here match you on ma frankly speaking House of Folk at you on no weak enough say any game bi on be ko bia no obehu say mistakes here and there kuna di you adam ubenya Kevin Osesibi time next still na no on the groove mu a na the performance na a bit better o de be compare ne dia who say quality declination over Kotoko so they are the same thing it is where declination of air quality ne ewo honum ena adidi mu ama esi no say players no na say games na ba be koso a supporters need to fear ohun player bia na ordinary say si ne buaka se mekwa kohoi eti sense uti ensema Karim Zito mu ne other coaches ne people in concern omo kan one hwe abeka se obie na no aka nsem bia hateful
Sometimes and I say we are still complaining about the quality but if you take your time now yes wo hwe how to Folk any Kotoko nyina almost starting 11 Ben Mensah was imposed for how to Folk Fatah Mohammed your captain Fatah Ukaina Joshua Utu, Vincent Atinga, Richard Akrufi, Luna Tewia, Malik Akuwa, Patrick Razak, Winford Kwabena, Kwame Kizitu, and then Thomas Abbey. That was Phobia Tima 2017. Omodebo MTN FA Cup final. Shahat Kotoko, Felix Sanan, Amos Frimpong, Augustine Sifa, Ahmed Adams, Awal Muhammad, Jackson Owusu, Seth Opare, Emmanuel Jemfi, Kwame Boahen, Obedo Usu, and then Sadiq Adam.
Come on,
this is a Kotoko.
Look at this squad. Even those days, Kwame Kai, Africa, no Kwame, no say, Omu go, Omu
that time you are still complaining about the quality, but the phobia. If you take phobia for instance, just after that game, Obaki players in baby koi.
Yeah.
What I say?
Yeah, in here out.
And
yes, that time I want to every year be
just 10 contract. Yes, no contract in this.
That's very
true. Well,
and from that years to now, still night it still persists. When you say I'm not say there are some key players in House of Folk team or more contracted by the year. Obobu say Nuruddin. When one particular player can say House of Folk any corner so. Year way and they are contracted by the year. Abrante friend Kunedu Yadom. Year way and they are contracted by the year.
Okay.
Upon Afrane, when so no the injuries he had adwin. But House of Folk assigning 2+1. 2 years now mama an additional +1 they say 2 years no year we and the abana we +1 is it going to go or stay but the mate can say Nuruddin and the likely so obeko so years down the line still now this same problem
be quality no bad
so for me
I
think so very very bad and FA Cup na there ye di kan aka ho say no America ho asem wa say there is nothing that Kotoko as or more than to win this trophy because already now more competing for the double. Say in league near from Monza and in the FA Cup, Become Chelsea so records are Orlando they are very very good. But I feel say Kotoko would have to prove a pointer as or Mutimi winning this game because that's the only chance of them qualifying to Africa next season.
May I say bro.
Idea, I say yes, so that you give the best PJP and say we need people to speak to people.
It's insane.
Psychologists to talk to. I said to be a psychologist. This almost added to the play the game but moment he comes to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, you the same player now Kotoko Kotono. So player be if you break in Chelsea, equal hard to foka. None of form no was super, but moment he enters into hard to folk. Now BPR agent same. Players no say no, omu who seek a crapenize or hope. So they need to be talked to very well. You see, well, Bashir Ford Kasembi say, "Wunim obia woko park akohwe Malika ko wamuna yebo mudino. They started from somewhere. They built their name from somewhere. They started from the scratch. They played top teams, but then top teams no mo at a point in time omo hwe mo nso yi. But me, I would always sit here and argue. Say Malika ko wa mo hwe no media ma no. It wasn't the same Malika ko wa na me hwe no Hearts of Oak. Malika ko wa me hwe no SC Mediama is not the same Malika ko wa na me hwe no Hearts of Oak. And sometimes but be some stories. When those times now we hear Charles Taylor, we hear Shimeladu, we hear Emmanuel Seku Formono. Yes, they were star-studded, omuji omudin. They were super talented. But then no omushomu nsuye. They were not moved by Kakrana no Mwehuno. They were not moved. For God knows how many times. No players being a contractor. Omu decided that they will even still stay in Ghana. That time. And so we need people to talk to people so that somebody appear on game. Players of today don't have enough rest. Omonda. Time now, maybe better Mike Chakasa, Bosum Yebetuameka. Now what players were? You have to go and work before you are paid. But we human didn't chair mediano. Because what it involves a lot of energy. It's you need a lot of rest. But players in that. Yes, it saps energy, yes. But players in that. Players no time 1 p.m. na me ya research no. Player and a girlfriend de kasa. Into me no one lose. Me ya research to come and sit here and spew. But what player no swear? Who be na player cry say omo ye pre-technical training that is presser. Or the players na be more da. Because during the night you know omo nda or club or ha or the girlfriend EPA and they lead. You see problem na say most of these footballers no omo lead lifestyle bia luxurious lifestyles are ebro omo so. There are people moments they get to Koroko, they get to Hearts of Oak, they forget where they come from. Players ni bebre ofi second 11 wise be do Hearts of Oak pe na we fi so fi second na buy. So fi second year Azakes ebe pie Koroko pe na we fi so fi second Takrad na buy. They forget where they come from. And on the ama quality no constantly airdrop. Those times what to say about play be dia Ubeko Park, so he will give you the same day A game, and now better play. Ubeko play Dia Oko Park. I was the way now man 40 radio so one didn't say no. Prince analogy on just which year no compare no just 2 years ago. Mudasiru Salifu muna those times na young boy mudin bebre no, and na Mudasiru Salifu obe 3 center backs be brain the Premier League.
But said the Obisu Cheya, Obeka say in 2-3 years time. Ye be sa comparison na bi ni peja player bi say your friend saying phobia center back your friend Black Stars the phobia center back the okoto fa hu ya the friend saying
okosara kan okoto fa hu
o CSB what you say he was playing for Hearts of Oak but no nya call up for Black Stars you be back at you say ye benya kotoko. Hey, your friend saying how to fool goalkeeper. No, or yet number 1 choice goalkeeper. Them Black Stars are. I be obviously be 2 games or democratic. So the same analysis. No, meaning to be out in the making. In 2 years time, or in 3-4 years time, we catch us say game no baffle because near war Black Stars goalkeeper. On no na demophobia.
Powers, me my analogy just brief because issue with I think say the call some
Nti
other
de
time
bia
because
ya be
because you can say it's now yeah factors am your game now dey pia a lot of factors. A lot, one player I would always respect and respect much. A former Hearts captain, Yaman Kwamriku. When him saw ban on the chassis when I know all Barras, the same Obana and nonity. And the players no guess what? So Bogodoko will ban on it. Or movie call that is even a Cyprus whatsoever. Or moment of movie outside Ghana pay level don't change.
I've been so to him for Bananko.
No, but and yes, on your banning co. Make us a one in it say, one in a bobra, no one in says on a bobra. Time now wouldn't be no, or ban and a wow. Time now wouldn't be no. You see, most of the players, no, we chew more than we can eat. And also one factor, her players need to be brave. Now, fast forward, Kodoko against Brekum Chelsea. Brekum Chelsea game, you know, the Obia can answer me Stephen Amankona. Amankona is the top scorer of the Ghana Premier League. He has 13 goals. And Amankona be two Abrenja friend face such a witty. And this is the top scorer of the Ghana Premier League with 13 goals. Now, Brekum Chelsea team no. Some of where do I resolute with that is normal a team now are building no. And what were the last 5 games at Brekum Chelsea are? Brekum Chelsea in their last 5 games we winning 3. And out of the 3 we losing 2. And 3 now we winning you know. Washa Nations Asha crowd of folk. That is the team I'm talking about in Brekum Chelsea. Now, Brekum Chelsea currently, no, when individual qualities be when you downplay them, I'll grow bedu. One of those players, apart from Stephen Amankona, captain and friend Zakaria Fuseni. Now, apart from Zakaria Fuseni, Vincent Mobila, this young enterprising midfielder. And again, Patrick Kansu. And still on the bench, you know, Jonah Atukwe, who is also at the bench for Brekum Chelsea. So you can't downplay Brekum Chelsea team, no. And say, who fast and take on be someone say, Kodoko in their last 5 games, you know, what has been the performance? Now, Yamma coach Efrani, that is Karim Zito, benefits of the doubt. Obayeno, me, he has done well. 2 games are wabo. Washebiana stars about draw with a crowd of folk. But yeah, cap those people on winning club competitions, bo, and say cup competitions on winning bo park, Karim Zito a 1. And I will sit here and still tell you, say, Brekum Chelsea on form, they are in terms of form, no, or better than a Kodoko. But then the coach now, Okro Kodoko, no, on him cup matches, Bopa. So I'm seeing Kodoko beating Brekum Chelsea. And one here, Eli go beba, Team Yepa, and here, Eli go beba, and Eli go on pair, it is over. Team Yepa, and here, Kodoko Besha Eli go. Now, Kodoko share Eli go now, it will be over for Brekum Chelsea. Now you're not the 20 team no draw na yenyan where I'm telling you say and I'll come and tell you on Monday. My game no by Monday. Yeah, war against Egypt. It's a draw no South Africa and Nigeria. South Africa and DR Congo. Nigeria and Senegal. The winners no winner of South Africa DR Congo Beshia, Nigeria or Senegal. Morocco and Sierra Leone. The winner of Morocco Sierra Leone Beshia either Ghana or Egypt. But me team say qualify here no. Team are mean impress their host nation Egypt. They are no impressive one bit.
Me da say eno eyo ola friends Filippo eno no and awati ono so edi no but as still now when twins in piece who is winning Kotoko
me say Kotoko this is the only chance I saw Muji trophy and they will do this for
me da say emrena so se Ghana for so mmerem na yentie dia yenuanom wo mo so ewo ene ye che ende a free classico Barcelona, Real Madrid over the weekend. Ebaso, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, Newcastle. Any games are kesia. Yedi hun komo amenoni. Edi besifie. Kotoko. Any takwa. TNA Parker. Omoni Brekum Chelsea boy. Why? And they didn't. When issues be yedi hun komo. You can call and join us this morning. 0551 931 931 0551 931 also friend na bra so na yeni nkitawo yeni nkomo for adwen kire bra wo de hia ye pa 0548 931 931 0548 931 931 0551 931 931 first caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Pacha, we didn't be free.
But you want me to taxi domini.
Tafu Pankrono.
Tafu Pankrono, young.
After the kind of body as well as what I say. Support our Kasiaba for Pamisuba. Now, maybe I'm a messenger, a vampire, my house of book. Situation, Ghana football, but I never met. So much to never the messenger, Mukochino, who is the support of Goyadi. Last week, I moved to land back once. You never know the details on Yadi, or Yadi. The coach make them come so. Last week, they go with Dari. The vampire said, you're going to win. They must report in another. We don't want to do it because I can't open the great match of the very format. That's why we're going to talk.
Meso medase yemfa ye next caller 0551931931 0548931931 Remna yenin komo yena yemfa ye birthdays no so entwa so na finally yempeje mu 0551931931 0548931931 next caller good morning. Next caller good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning. But you didn't maybe a free. Hello. Zero 0551931931 0548931931 which may remna wabaso. Next caller, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Okay, Saforo, my young call your birthdays in the sauna. Yes, sorry, so Yenuya Ketri on Hinababuache, head of a creative and post production, Sompa TV. And Sompa FM. Saforo sir, are you ready? Now I'm in the picture no TV and so now. Yenye birthdays no na yin page mo. The ten secretary on Hineba Boache, head of creative post production. Sompa TV, Sompa FM. Aha, ano dine juma. Echna ana ono ayen birthday. Young wishing in advance. Happy birthday encore and Farmer Brew. May you live to glorify your maker. Fantastic man. Echna ayo birthday. But yenu ba Aisha. Aisha Maiga. Ale ye Cameroon ni anase Mali. Won se Maiga na de omo na muta eto sardine pa. Akora we yenu ba nyame ya doma. Ono de ne ye ne ya. Aisha Maiga ene ayo birthday. O papa Malik Maiga. Ano se yemfa akwanya we so. Platform kese we so na yama awadapa. Happy birthday to this beautiful young girl. May Allah bless you more. From Opapa Maiga Malik. On this note, you draw the curtains down. Yankopon yadom na Christo amai. Besan so share beam on Monday. Okay, akabako ene dina nyamba. We Valentina Ntiamwa yenua ba ho fe an ho fe rene kon ne birthday yenne Valentina happy birthday and come my sister yenua ba yibibia Valentina Ntiamwa happy birthday to you. On behalf of the entire sports team we say may you live to also glorify your maker. Nyame ya doma etina yentumi nhia but Monday on behalf of the entire sports team, we say thank you for being part of this show. What is Prince Nka Sansuna Philip Inkumisa Filippo, and also what Nenka Orlando, what Nenka with the domestic sports news and as the local issues now, what Nenka and so on. Mr. Wack, on the producer for this show from MCR, Saforo, or no any producer show we Monday anopa yebesan so de hia. Medin the Ember Power, Yakrobibia. Bye bye.
Auntie, Mammy for 20 Ghana. Me pay for phone and quine qua. Says, send your Ghana Conidia, your bonus 010. Meme one nuni, tell you so, dear. You so be an Ghana.
Ye, you watch your channel. Afedie, LPA, or Yania Hochano to Mega Cash Lucky Box, and a bit Diwe Hujuma. Where your game will be disca, instant cash prize. For phone number short code *426*6#. And no, a peck and cry. Mega Cash Lucky Box, and your name crash or better. Dial short code *426*6#. Our all network. Follow prompt no. Choose Lucky Box. Never see case Chemuno. Nina Yawodia. We bet me the 500,000 Ghana cedis. And 5 billion. Shadow Sanshi Shay and Ella Giatum, our Caritas lottery platform. So you should check a crowd.
Auntie, Mammy for 20 Ghana. Me pay for phone and quine qua. Says, send your Ghana Conidia, your bonus 010. Meme one nuni, tell you so, dear. You so be an your pay. And nothing I made for me bundles. Your data and call packages are F4. Nya Maunqua. Made for me bundles. Send you we need your home. But *530#. Not top made for me bundles. Says,
Telecel, connecting energies.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
If I show Brana, make sure you're over.
Brad, and not so good.
Not tell me about Michelle, see you about Queen Wayne and say,
Brad, said your time about Misha, as your Jimmy fearful, and not the about ever so.
Really, don't this offending now.
Brass and make us a me the time about Misha Huadansia, reassigning now a better maker. 87 malaria, where drawn it time about Misha.
And you go, dear, no more to I want to meet any deal. Where drawn the time about Misha, a drink and your ma or bar waffle through. The one mark or down for any aquada when you fear to me, and son of the time about Mr. Drabino. She's a walk hospital and answer lab. I'm what who said, oh, a 3-day malaria be answer.
I also time me a TIME. Time about Misha. I feel malaria fever be than Ziba, a woman, a bit slap. Ubenya be at all, over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to do a name. FDA AG a judging cratway at home.
Abusaka kraka bi wo hanu meja tom na rewu sebe wo me say abofrake to when you 2 years aka dai ba ku it's African Spider-Man bla me abofrake to him wan ani pa ho hia dede bi ko so anu ti ka me ho ne ko hede wo bia African Spider-Man ba be se bo abofrake ba preocupe ne hu African Jack wo ba be se bo abofrake na wo secret kura no anything Imboost herbal mixture and only me secret. Na dia na ye. Na me yetua na ma nkeka e wo fom. Ana police me di one dance tell me say menye na me nsonhwe. Na me so we no. A boosting immune system ama say me train na mente bre. Metimi di kama. Ama nkeka wo dwom so ekoso. Me kura so me ta yale ama mai latitude me nya ba ko. Enye je ne koso ho. Hey, Spider-Man, what are you doing?
Who fa me kura chen.
Ubenya Imboost herbal mixture and pharmacy and answer herbal shops. A pin for and in Kola Mundi if you do me no enum. FDA adjudicating tatwe atu.
If you want better future, join Ghana Grows, cause our grit be the future. Join Ghana Grows, this be one for the culture. Join Ghana Grows, cause say you my day for Ghana. Join Ghana Grows, Ghana Grows.
Kuya yomu, Pequia, we were first swing Yajuma, Anna,
adwuma ko a mfa so wo so e wo ku adwuma mu ene ATVet mu enne ya so anamone fast sanwo wabusua ene wo mpatemu asetenemu bo star 718*50# na beka ho sesia Ghana grows Hope Day. Ghana Bros Jumedie, Mastercard Foundation, Miss Springboard Roadshow Foundation, Limehouse, Niwa Buafone Debro.
Mamishe, time HH Heba Mr. Bina Unumi, and ya what dropa, a ya dro say, a manipedian quamuano enya wadding, na a quatia yare, and chain yare and san wakakoto, fire wadro. Nanono abribia Kanoga Company Limited. What the time TIME ebe jasono. Wonwa and the time HH Heba Mr. Edia bejaso. Akra wenye nyamfisia dumienu enumbi. Wapinfo eni oba wama akranufo enso enumbi. Time HH Heba Mr. Ubenya bi
over the counter medicine sellers. Any shop dodo na mu.
So pedudo to a fre 0244 417669 0244 417669 Time HH Heba Mr. A yedro say FDA adje edwadien kratue atum.